in the hands of back to basic, but he's still fighting back. Oh man, he gets a kill, and now it's not over yet. They don't have the minions. Akai does have a little bit of damage here, but they don't really have the minions, but they still are tanky enough to finish off the game. They have ample time left as Scarlet will close up game one. Going in with the killing spree as Molina tries to knock him all down. John jumping back with the shield, and now it's going to be a great knockup over the side of Akai. But this is a bad fight for Scarlet to take. And oh man,
looks like this is it. Looks like it's trying to end in here. Will they do the same mistake now? Looks like this is the game.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a game.
They gotta be more careful. Yeah,
they
definitely.
are sure, and they will now focus over on base and back to basic. Oh man. And speaking of damage, over on mid side, we see Tyrant's Ring over on Zorobeki, and he will fall for first blood as Kazakhstan gets himself knocked up. Three of the Dragon from the Sound Dragon will get himself a kill as well. Oh man, they just caught out Hydra just like that. And now Mobile slowly getting caught out. Direct X get pulled back with the Divine Judgment, but oh, that 5-man knockup there coming in from Minotaur does not mean much as Rumble will be slain, and the rest of
look at the rotations here coming back so
oh my goodness me, that Billful knockup right there sends them flying up in the air as Dragon tries to get Aero, but it will still be Cloud finishing off that Cooper right there. Right, K, 8 seconds, and they do have
5, 4, 3, 2.
Right, K getting caught out, and that's a Billful upcoming from the Esperanto, taking off that Tariff right there, and this is just a pin down coming in.
Double kill
gets taken out, and here comes the Angela. Too little, too late. Off as he goes on a legendary spree. Only the right X left, and he goes in for a knockup. Billful kick over on side of Hydra, but it's not gonna be enough to bring him down. Becky tries to finish the job, but there is no minutes. Akai pushes him all the way back. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0 might just be on the table, and Becky finishes it off with the legendary, and it's a 2-0 win. Here comes the rest of Team Red Force there. They will collapse around the quarter points, but here comes the midfielder. He managed to also steal away that turtle in their hands, and suddenly Red Force on the back. But here comes the Phantom Steed coming out from the side of Bobby. Bobby tries to find this out, but that midfielder clips over onto both dips as well as Bobby, and they will be able to take down the ground. Looking for the midfielder. Dash Gaming in the middle. Oh my goodness me! 4-man knockup coming in. Are you kidding me? Impunity breaking it all. This is a full wipeout. Demi got nowhere to run. Demi, where are you going? This is the end. You may survive, but they take 2 games in a row. Team Impunity. And welcome back everybody to the MDC Season 2. My name is Contra, alongside with me is Ray, and we are bringing you the Diamond Challenge Series, of course presented by Moonton himself. And we've got a lot of matches up today, and if you guys miss out on all the games, we had a little bit of replay earlier on to just give you guys a gist of what happened yesterday. But of course, if you still want to watch some recaps there, make sure you tune in to some of our votes up available on Facebook. But now we do have quite a number of games in store. So of course, before that, let's have a little bit of a recap into what happened yesterday. So the first matchup, we do have Scarlet fighting back to basic.
Back to basic,
where,
yeah.
Back to basic. We remembered how they were so strong early game.
So strong, like they were like maintaining the game. They were like going for it. I really felt that was it. I really thought that they were gonna win the game, but Scarlet was just defending. Like their defense late game was so strong, and they actually did it. They actually did come back the game. That was impressive. I'm so weird. Like that was so weird.
Yeah, and it looked like it was
like the hottest game yesterday
to actually come back out of it, but Scarlet actually held on so strong, and eventually they managed to turn things around. They took 2 games off, but of course in that 3-game series it was so close, and Scarlet managed to be the first one to reach the semifinals. Then over on to the second matchup, we had MG Odyssey, who fought X Generations there, and we do see at first MG Odyssey did have a little bit of struggles, but eventually they still pulled through and they won 2 games in a row. Now let's have a look into the prize pool on what these players have in store for them. If they can actually go all the way out, they can actually win a prize of up to $1,500 US for first place, added with 5,000 diamonds to each player that will sum up to 25k diamonds. So that's so much diamonds
So
in there.
much, exactly.
And you can just buy any heroes that you want with
Yeah.
that sort of
Some
diamonds
of
out
the
there.
skins here.
Yeah, of course, followed by 700 USD, 300 as well, coming in from second and third runner-up. And even all the way from 5th to 8th place, you still get something in return. So I gotta say that this is a really good initiative from the side of Moonton, as this is a great setup there coming in, because 512 teams registered each time on every single one of these Diamond Challenge series. This is Season 2, and I can't wait to see what's in store for Season 3 as well.
Yeah.
But, of course, looking into this, we want to have a look at the brackets as well to see how it's going to go down for today. So, Impunity, yesterday, they've already secured a convincing 2-0 win against Red Force. So, today, we will have a final match over onto Absolute as well as Fruity Warrior on the upper brackets itself. You can see that Scarlet as well as MG Odyssey will be playing that semi-final round, and Team Impunity will be waiting for the winners that will actually come out from that quarterfinals itself, either Absolute or Fruity Warrior. So we had a little bit of talk about two of these teams here, and you mentioned that Fruity Warriors is quite a favorite. Why is that?
Because it's the Malaysian. It's well known.
Oh, I see.
And it's pretty strong, and I heard a lot about it.
Oh, I see. And Fruity Warriors, they may have a little bit of change of name, but I do believe that previously they do have a lot of members coming in from this team called We Own World, who used to play in the MPL Season 2, but of course Season 3 they did not qualify, and they kind of have a little bit of a change of roster as well. Team Absolute, I believe, is from Singapore, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they are from Singapore here.
And I'm
Gonna
actually
be Malaysians against
yeah,
Singaporeans.
yeah. Every single time we see a Malaysia versus Singapore match, it's bound to be extremely exciting because two of the teams, two of the different countries usually have a little bit of a different sort of a play style. Where you see Malaysians, they try to go with a little bit more style and flair, and a lot of assassins here and there. And the Singaporean teams, they love to play team fight compositions. They know how to actually execute well and also punish enemies if they do any sort of mistake. And speaking of that, Team Impunity is a very good example from yesterday, where they are so decisive. They know what to do. The moment that the enemies misstep or miscalculated some of these movements there, they immediately punish them, and just one Lord to end the game. So
Can't even wait to see who Team Impunity is gonna be facing today. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're gonna be the first round. Gonna be watching Absolute against Fruity Warriors. We can't really wait who's gonna be against Team Impunity.
yeah, and of course the draft is ready. So let's get into our first match of the day. Team Absolute Wolverine on the blue side. Meanwhile, Fruity Warrior will start on the red. Esmeralda being the first ban here, and followed by Kimmy. Now, a little bit of a similar sort of bans that we see as compared to yesterday. Of course, what do you think about the ban so far? Do you feel like this banning out Esmeralda first is not
I got
really
a feeling they're
necessary?
gonna be banning Cloud here.
Cloud.
Yeah,
Well,
unless they want to play Cloud.
well, I do believe that it still is pretty flexible. There's still a lot of priority picks
Because
out on the
Absolute
table.
has the first pick. They could go for Grok first, or they could go for Cloud first. So it's all up to them.
Yeah, and of course, this will be a
Helker,
Helker ban. It's been brought out on the table on day number 1. Now,
Yeah.
day number 2, it's not going to be any sort of a different ban coming in. And looking into how Fruity Warrior wants to actually get this one out, they could still possibly ban out certain things such as Lunox if they want to.
Lunox, Grok.
And but it's still up to their decision, because they
Yeah.
have 2 picks in a row. Though Absolute will have the priority pick right here, so any sort of options will be left out, and it will be Kaya being the one being chopped off from the first game itself. So over on the side of Absolute, we do have Monchichi, Damien, Royal Corp, Diablo, as well as, I'm so sorry, I can't pronounce Chinese names there. Well, of course, looking into this, I believe it is called Abu or something. But Monchichi here, like you said, the Grok is open. I feel like they should go for the Grok right here. Now,
Absolutely, me too. Here you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
And, really good prediction coming in from Ray as well. But looking into the side of Naga as well as Apple here.
True is open, but I think the combo for True Kaya has already been banned. It's gonna be like quite situational here.
Yeah, it is definitely situational. When picks such as the Cloud, like you mentioned, is still available, maybe a Guinevere if they want to actually go for the Guinevere, it won't be pretty great as well. But they're gonna go for the Kufra. So man, a lot of Kufra has been picked out from yesterday, and I think that Kufra is really strong with the Tyrant's Rage. You can actually knock people against the wall and causing a lot of nuisance for the enemy teams in that case. Now, looking into Absolute side, they will go in with the D pick because they haven't banned out the Diggy. Yeah, and I felt like because of this sort of draft being open, this is a really solid composition. They have a big AoE damage on top of all these layers, but over on the side of Fruity Warrior, I did predicted that they would go for the Guinevere and immediately lock it in. So this will be phase number 2. So one more ban each. What do you think they should remove? Because Absolute doesn't have a marksman yet.
Yeah.
But do you think Fruity Warrior will actually ban out a marksman? And what marksman will it be?
Marksman? Carry?
Yeah, I think carry would be a really good ban if they really want
probably
to
the best options they have right now. I believe so.
Yeah, so that's one Tama's being banned.
Yeah, they need it.
This is kind of curious to me because like if they ban out the Tamas, Fruity Warrior has a chance. Oh man,
I know.
Prediction right there is like 300 IQ. But of course, now Durian can actually pick something like Leomord. Leomord is still really strong.
Leomord, yeah.
And there's no Leomord.
Yeah. Absolutely should definitely go for Leomord in this kind of combo.
Yeah, but like I think that Fruity Warrior would steal that away. So now Durian has to think about it. Should they actually pick the Leomord? But instead, they know that Cho is still open. They will hover upon it. Perhaps they will lock it in. Now, a couple of seconds left, and it will be the Cho for the side of Fruity Warrior. Now,
Cho and Guinevere.
Yeah, this is really good so far. Now, because of the Cho being picked up there, it leaves Leomord back onto the hands of Absolute. Now, one more pick here. This will probably be a marksman or something else. They could still opt for things like a Gushin if they really want to.
They can't go for the assassin.
Oh, instead they go for Moskov. Now, we haven't seen Moskov in a bit, but you know, late game
Moskov is a monster.
It is a monster.
It is a monster.
So hard to deal with, and I'm just worried for the side of Fruity Warrior because they don't really have a tank. But they say that we don't need tanks. We just need more firepower, and that will be a hard over for the last pick. So I'm expecting Kufra as well as Chao to play a little bit more tankier.
I guess so.
As compared to like, you know, making the Chao to a fighter. But yeah, looking into the draft here, what would you prefer coming into both sides here? Because I think Absolute's got a really strong team fight, but Fruity Warrior here, a lot of firepower.
For early game, I believe that Fruity Warrior has better chance, better higher damage. For Absolute late game, definitely. That muscle is just going to turn into a monster and it's going to be like life-stealing, killing everybody on the battle.
Yeah, of course, that is some really good analysis right there. But look into this, if they manage to hit ultra late game, like really, really late, like 30 minutes late, maybe the Harif could actually do a lot more as well. That's so true. They have to be worried about that. So maybe in the mid game onwards, Team Absolute will look to stop the rest of the side of Fruity Warriors from scaling all the way up. But of course, this is all just show and tell. But we will head straight into game number 1 between Team Absolute versus Fruity Warrior in this best of 3 series. Over on the side of Absolute, we have Royal Conqueror. I believe that's his Bao or something. Oh yeah, and we have Diablo, Monchichi alongside with Damien. On the side of Fruity Warrior, there is Chiku, Apple, Ango, Durian, and Naga. So a lot of fruits over on the side of Fruity Warrior. Meanwhile, Naga is basically dragon in Malay. Of course. Now, over the top side, we see a lot of invasions coming in from the side of Team Absolute, taking this buff away, and it's going to be an exchange for buff coming from Absolute as well. Meanwhile, the rest of Fruity Warrior just taking camps after camps, and now Absolute is going to go in for a little bit of a rotation there as they spot them out with this wave being brought back. So Leomord is just going to be sitting there all alone.
Like always.
This is just going to be a free river cap coming in from the side of Fruity Warrior. Meanwhile, over a bottom side, the Team Absolute will do the exact same rotation coming in. So Absolute, they still need a little bit of scaling coming in because Monchichi needs a lot of items. Damon as well over on top side. And Conqueror just making a lot of great moves here, making sure that Diablo can actually scale and get as much of an advantage as he can. As you can see, he has the most EXP as compared to the rest.
As you can see, Team Absolute has to go back to top for the turtle because it has like around 10 seconds right now.
Over on side of Naga, seems like he is getting challenged a lot by the side of the Diggy, and now Anger and Duran goes in for the knockup. Britain's being popped there as they will look for the first one, with Chow securing that one for the side of Fruity Warrior. Fruity Warriors have to back away as they manage to take down the Krufa alongside with the Chow. This is just devastating as Absolute replies with a 2-for-2 trade.
That was so aggressive coming from Chu here.
Oh yeah,
takes out Lonox.
I don't know. Like I'm a little bit of confused onto why did they just commit? They just dive all the way into the tower. They didn't really care at all. They say like, okay, I just want first blood, but what's after first blood? You know, like you get that little bit of benefit, but two members drop just like that. The Krufra and the Chow, they just sacrificed their life, but now Anger managed to dive away from that dangerous situation. But all these members from Team Absolute is trying to scout out all these movements there. Naga using his ultimate, trying to bring Monchichi down low, but there's just not much effect.
Enough damage coming in.
Oh man, there's an Apple going for the collapse. Perfect timing being popped up for the side of the Diggy. As you can see, Leomore takes down the Kufra, and now Damien trying to rush in, trying to take down Angor, but over her back, it's going to be a Tao getting chopped down to pieces. Meanwhile, Absolute has Leomore going on a killing spree. Man, oh man, that is just 3 kills just like that, and nothing in return for the side of Fruity Warrior, and now they managed to secure this turtle in the hand.
Triple kill for Leomord and the turtle as well.
Oh man, that's just nasty, and just in the blink of an eye, you saw Damien, he was just all alone by himself for top side. They thought that he's no threat, but now this is just going to be tough here. But Naga, what? He just popped his ultimate. I guess like he just wants to clear the wave and hit back for a little bit, but still the cooldowns is not really too high, so it's kind of alright. But still, Monchichi here, he managed to actually secure himself that buff in hand, but Royal Conk will try to actually negate out some of these movements there, and Moscow sets his ult towards the mid lane here just to deal a little bit of damage. Meanwhile, Phantom Steed over on the side of Apple, and Apple gets slain just like that as Chiku will be the next one in his face, and Angor will fall down in the mid lane for a double kill. Lunox getting just absolutely everything as he can over on the mid side, and there's just no stopping Team Absolute right now. 9-2.
Do you realize something? 5 kills for Liam already and 4 for Lonox, and the others still have 0 kills.
Oh yeah.
This could be really good early game. Getting more gold early game. Lonox and Liam.
And look at the rotations once again. They just dove in from the back, and Diablo once more secures one more for the team. And now I feel like Fruity Warrior here don't really know what exactly to do. Like, they've already lost a lot of objectives. They lost the turtle, they lost 2 towers, and every time they go into the fight, they look a little bit lost, like they just get picked off. And leaving Naga alone, not really the smartest choice at all. Over on bottom side, this is another free tower for the side of Team Absolute.
They've already lost 3 turrets here, and they're losing gold as well, up to 5,000. This could be huge. Team Warrior gotta be really careful right now. Gotta be playing it so smart. Otherwise, it's gonna be so impossible for them to come back late game.
Oh man, speaking of that, this is going to be Chow finally getting that shutdown. Now, that is a great way of the dragon there. As you can see, they tried to secure the turtle, and the turtle will still be in the hands of Team Absolute. Duran being pulled back by the Dinky, and now the Moskov takes one down. Kufra, time and time again, being the first member to fall from the side of Fruity Warrior. Meanwhile, Fruity Warrior will try to go in for a split push over the top side, but the rest of Team Absolute is coming in. Naga trying to run for his life, but where can he go? He gets pulled back by the Diggy, and that is just no way out. Mega kill for the Lunox. Absolute just losing a little bit more of the map control. But it seems like from the side of Fruity Warrior, they managed to reply with a little bit more of that aggression. So it's not too bad. As you can see, Apple and Angor giving him a little bit more resources because Harif, we know Harif, he needs to still build a lot of itemizations up. So now looking into Team Absolute, they are looking for the mid lane tower.
They're hungry for more turrets here.
Oh yeah. It seems like they will try to go in with a little bit of that push.
Looks like Fruity Warrior is trying to defend this turret. They don't want to give up any more turrets here because they have already lost a lot. They're trying to come back right now because the more late it is, the more dangerous it is.
Yeah, and I think that Fruity Warrior is just trying to buy a little bit more time because like you can see the Cloud only has one item in his hand. Only the Demon Hunter Sword. It's not gonna be enough of damage there.
Yeah.
He got a little bit of life steal, but it's still a long shot before he actually gets all these stuff in. And Chiku manages to buy himself that Blade of Despair, so Chiku is not really exactly a tank, and Guinevere hops right into the fight. It's going to be Royal Conqueror immediately jumping onto the back, and they manage to find themselves the Guinevere into their hand. Double kill for a little more. This might just be a triple there, but it's going to be a scumbag rock to steal that triple away. And now Chiku over on the bottom side managed to get himself a free tower. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, over on mid lane, Team Absolute, they want to actually crash into the base, and now Monchichi, Diablo, as well as Rin tries to get this one down, and eventually will have to back away. Lightning Trunky being bought there from the side of Diablo. Meanwhile, Monchichi does have to end this battle, sends the ultimate all the way down south, but not getting much at all. But still, they open up so much room in the map, and Team Absolute has control.
Fruity Warriors now has three turrets left here, and they gotta be super careful right now. They're making a lot of mistakes. I guess now Guinevere went on there on in front of 4 members of the enemy, and as you've seen, she was taken out right away.
Oh yeah, and I felt like Apple on that Guinevere, he just jumped right in, and he noticed 3 members right there.
He didn't know.
He didn't know at all.
He didn't know,
exactly.
absolutely.
And he had to fall back, and eventually still got caught out there by the Leo Morgan.
When it was already too late.
Yeah, it's so late. And speaking of that, now they have the Lord on an attempt right now. Of course, Fruity Warriors chasing in, but can they steal the Lord? Damon's already picking this Lord all the way to 20%, but here comes the rest of Team FW. They are too late once again. Duran has to hop all the way back. Diablo uses the Order of Brilliance to chase in, but Chiku going in for the split push. They are sending the Grok back, but we have enough time because Chiku, he managed to take this tower down, but still, can they actually finish off the Chow? But look at him go, so slippery. And now over a mid lane, man, they have Team Absolute members all in the disarray because like they're thinking, should they send everyone back or should they push? But now that they have the Lord, there's still a big trouble for Fruity Warrior.
They did the right thing sending only Rick back just to defend. That'll be enough.
Oh yeah. But now this is going to be the biggest challenge of all as Apple goes in with the beautiful Violet Requiem, but it's not going to be enough as they will try to take him down. This will be the Kufa slaying for the killing spree there as Leo Mort and the rest of Team Absolute look for the win. Does not even care about Fruity Warriors at all as they take game number 1. Team Absolute starting with a dominant show, but still, Fruity Warriors haven't really found themselves in a really consistent form, but man, what a match that was.
What a match.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty fast as well.
Oh yeah, let's look into that. I feel like Fruity Warriors just given a lot of map pressure towards the side of Team Absolute, but still, you gotta give credit to where credit is due. As you can see, Diablo is the MVP of the match there. 5 kills, 9 assists, but Damien, man, Damien did a lot of damage as well. 20% of the team, but still, Diablo was always in every single fight. And looking into that, as much as there's more kills over on the side of Damien, Diablo was always in every single team fight. It's always the front line from the side of Team Absolute. So this is a really great start for the Singaporean team. And now that Team Fruity Warriors is a little bit behind, do you think that a lot of these composition, should they change any hero coming into game 2?
They should probably change the style completely. What I mean by that, try to play a different style, because what the style we just see now, they were trying to go for early fight, and they were actually going in. They were losing early fight as well.
Yeah, and of course we saw a little earlier on they did get the first blood, but they were kind of hasty. They jumped right into some of these tower range, but still it was a little bit messy here. You can see Chiku trying to get Diablo, but still gets taken down there by the Lunox. Eventually Damon gets kills after kills after kills, and there's just no stopping that Leomord right there, and that assassination over a mid lane was just pretty sick coming in to play. And Absolute, they just go every single get every single chance to actually go into the jungle to pick people off, and in that fight itself they got 3 kills just like that. And this is the game-winning fight right here. Naga tried to open the ult to actually clear all the minion waves, but still they did not manage to clear off the Lord, so the Lord gives them a little bit of room for them to actually go in and end the game.
Yeah, I think that Team Fruity should like probably stick more together, because as you've seen, most of the kills that Absol was getting is individually.
Yeah, and I feel like Absolute, they know how to fight as a team.
Yeah,
which is the advantage right here, and having that Diggy also helps them a lot. And maybe from the side of Fruity Warriors, they might want to consider banning the Diggy, because it's a lot of a disruption coming in. Of course, they could actually go in with the reverse time, pull one member back, and even when you go in with the stuns and everything, Diggy can just easily remove that. So it's so annoying to deal with. So coming into game number 2, I do hope to see Fruity Warriors can come up with something
different, something new,
something that's really different, because they have a lot of firepower, but still, when you have all that firepower, you still need a solid defense in the front line. So that was something that I felt like they were missing. So perhaps now they might want to prioritize the crowd, because over on the side of Fruity Warriors, they will play on the blue side this time around. So maybe this might be helpful for them to actually get the picks that they want.
Yeah, probably.
Now, of course, that was just game number 1. Absolute now is 1 point up against Fruity Warriors. 1 more point will send them going into the semi-final rounds, and whoever wins will fight against Team Impunity there. And I would say that Team Impunity is definitely ready for whoever comes up, but the draft is ready for game number 2. And let's have a look into the picks and bans for both teams, as Fruity Warrior will go on the blue side. Absolute this time around will get that 2-pick of red side advantage, but still a lot of picks are on the table here, and we want to see how Fruity Warriors actually shake things up coming in. And this is a cloud ban immediately coming in from the side of FW.
Do you think that's a right call?
I would say it's a safe ban, but still there's so many other things that they need to consider. But removing out one marksman, they still have a couple more options on the table as well. We can see that Fruity Warriors did pick the Harif, and they can actually go in with the Harif pick as well, coming into the first draft. But Absolute itself, they were playing Diggy, but they banned out the Diggy for themselves, because they understand and respected Fruity Warrior that maybe they might go in with first pick. But looking into this draft,
I believe that Team Absolute has a different style to play here, and probably they're gonna change it. But they probably have to, because they already shown Team Fruity that the first style. They're probably gonna have to change it and play some different style, just for the enemy not expect them.
And of course,
something unexpected, I mean.
Yeah, that's true. And looking into this, Esmeralda being banned up again, and it's so hard to deal with all his Starlight and the shields. Of course, Team Absolute will go in with another gaming ban that was seen into game number 1. But game 2, it's going to be a different tempo coming in for some of these guys here, as Naga here will try to get the priority pick. Grok is still left on the table, so I'm expecting them to actually go in with a Grok right now. Or if not, maybe a Harif, maybe Lunox is also pretty good as a starter, so they're trying to actually go in with the Kaya. So Kaya finally being left out.
Yeah, they're leaving Grok open.
Oh man,
they probably don't want Grok here.
But I would still say that it's a really great pick. Now, they do give 2 priority picks over on the side of Absolute here.
You're gonna go with Chu, I guess.
Perhaps Cho will be really good as well, because if you have the Cho alongside with Kaya, it is just easy to actually
combo,
pick people off with the combos and just send Team Absolute into a complete disarray. Of course, now looking into that, Absolute has already got pretty good frontliners. They have the Mage on hand. So Fruity Warrior wants to actually go in with a little bit of firepower. And with that being said, this will be a Hellcurt as well as a Guinevere coming into game number 2. Team Absolute going in with the third pick here. Seems like Diablo will have a tough time. Maybe they might want to steal away a Minotaur right there, because if they give the Minotaur to Fruity Warrior, this might just be really tough for them, but they still could bat it away if they don't really want to go in with that pick. So perhaps they can actually go in with also a marksman pick, because Harip's still on the table there, and also Kimmy. So if they still want to keep all these marksmen out of the picture, Fruity Warrior can still bat that out in the way. But still, Fruity Warrior needs to make a really big option here, because Yeomont was the bane of their existence in game 1. They will ban it away, but still as Tamas if they want to play it. So this ban itself will focus onto either marksman or even any sort of damage dealer coming in. So Minotaur being banned away.
Like you said earlier, Minotaur, it could be really helpful for Fruity Warrior in this kind of build.
Oh yeah. That is actually a great ban coming in. Now that they ban out the Minotaur, they will pick the Cho, because now that there's nobody providing the knockup for Guinevere, she has to go and hop in and risk her own life to actually get the knockups out. So, man, Fruity Warrior is in a really difficult situation here, because they've already banned out the Minnow. They need to find a way to actually give Guinevere that sort of an advantage in that sense. So, Akai is going to be a little bit of a trouble for themselves as well, because now the only sort of a knockup that can be provided is by Kufra, and they are considering of picking this one. And Lapu
we've never seen Lapu.
Oh, I feel like Lapu is still a really good fighter, sort of a marksman coming into this fight, but still, is it effective? I'm not sure. But what do you think about Lapu fighting against this whole lineup here coming from Absolute, because now they have the carry to be played out here?
I believe it's gonna be great though. Carry, true. When it comes to physical,
there's a lot of physical damage coming in from the side of Team Absolute, but still, I gotta say that Fruity Warrior will depend a whole lot onto how the Kufra plays this one as well, because it's all up to them how they're gonna set this one up. And using the Kufra, they try to actually counter some of these picks such as Chao. So they try to knock them off when they go in for a fight. But still, Team Absolute has so much pickoff potential here. If they play this one right, Team Absolute should be able to scale from the early game towards the late game really, really well. So, of course, for those of you guys who just tuned in, this is the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Diamond Challenge Series, and this is the first game of the day. We've already got game 1 completed, and now game number 2. Absolute is 1 point away from reaching the semifinals. So let's hear you guys, of course, shout it all out for your teams as we go straight into game number 2. Fruity Warriors over on the blue side. Absolute looking for another win here. As you can see, a lot of boots have been bought out from the side of FW. Meanwhile, Angor getting himself pushed all the way back to the tower. That Lapu pick is something out of the ordinary, but still, it might just be their secret victory. I mean, secret recipe towards them to achieve the victory that they need. Over the side of Team Absolute, they are going in for an invasion as they will exchange buffs. Meanwhile, from the side of Fruity Warriors, they will take out 2 camps at one go. So Absolute, a little bit slower as compared to how Fruity Warriors actually rotated. But there's nothing much that the Lapu can do all by himself, because all 4 members from the side of Absolute is over at the top side. Over over the side of Fruity Warriors. It seems like they are going in for a dive, but the first blood will be given to the side of Absolute as Damien knocks him up in the air with the turret aggro. They manage to take one down, and it's still going to be 1-for-1 because a 4-man collapse over on the side of the Child. There's no way for him to actually survive this, but still, over on the side of Fruity Warriors, they manage to secure the first turret of the game.
First blood, I think, I guess? Was it the first blood?
First blood was given over on the side of Team Absolute, but still, they lost the tower. They lost the Child.
Yeah, exactly. The tower.
That's a lot of early game advantage given over on the side of Fruity Warriors. So I'm not sure how is Absolute going to deal with this because the Child doesn't have a safe place to farm right now.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
Looks like Team Absolute trying to go for the not trying to go for a turtle. And Fruity Warrior preparing for going to the turtle right now. Starting to take it in here. Well, Team Absolute realizes that Fruity Warrior trying to go for a turtle here and coming in slowly from all the sides.
Oh man, here comes Royal Conqueror trying to steal that one away, but still Fruity Warrior managed to secure it in their hands, and they will look for Diablo. Diablo, the first one on the chopping up. Meanwhile, Tyrant's Reach coming out, knocks Damien off, but still Damien looks for a kill, but still he will be brought down right there. Kufra goes in, but that will be a triple kill
for Hellcurt.
Hellcurt just popping off right through, and man, oh man, Dark Knight falls, but Durian looks for that beautiful ult, and they manage to knock carry up in the air. Kufra takes off another kill here. Fruity Warrior getting advantage after one another. And it seems like there's nothing much that could stop them right now.
Look at the gold. That was so fast. 9,600 already. 4,000 difference.
That is
fast. 6 for 1 kills.
Such a huge
Fruity Warrior now trying out something unexpected here.
Yeah, and I like what I'm seeing right here. And of course, the Hellcurt pick is such a genius move because they did ban it out. And of course, I gotta say that even Guinevere managed to get those great knockups in to charge it all the way. And now Naga over on top side looking to actually secure the tower. But over onto the river, we do see the Akai as well as the Lunox already preparing to push them all the way back.
4 members coming from Team Absolute here to the top. As well as, looks like Fruity Warrior here has no idea about the trap coming in.
There's just no way that it can
Killing
survive.
spree for Hellcurt he got.
Yeah, that was just basically a free kill. He opens up his ultimate, just without even caring at all that the tower is there. He just goes in, just unleash all the wrath, and just melts him down like butter. And
the bottom jungle, it's all for them now.
Yeah, and of course, the Chow had no pressure at all. He just stood right under the tower. He should have given it away. And you can see Naga already buying that concentrated energy. And here comes Kufra in the middle of the team fight. And now Absolute bites back. Looks for Durian as well as the Akai will finish off the kill over the side of the Kufra. So 2 kill pickup there. And now looking to actually seal this turtle away as Apple just have to watch by. He cannot contest it. So he will give this one away to Team Absolute.
That was a mistake coming out from Fruity Warrior when Nega jumped in.
Yeah.
They had to be more careful now.
Over on the mid side, it seems like the side of Team Absolute wants to take down the mid lane tower. The Dark Knight Falls secures yet again. David getting shut down all by himself, but meanwhile over the top side here, it seems like they are on the hunt to look for the Lapu Lapu, but where can the Lapu Lapu go?
Look like Fruity Warrior trying to go for another turret here. Keep pushing hard on top.
Oh man, over on the bottom side, Chiku tries to get the tower, but still, he's got to run for his life. He gets caught out. The ult coming in from the Grok, the wall charge will stop him on his tracks. Meanwhile, from the side of Naga, he has to back away. And now, Absolute can't actually hold on for their dear lives here as they push down every single one of these Fruity Warrior members all the way towards the back. But still, I feel like the Chow this time around, he didn't really have that kill pressure, and he kept dying 4 times in a row.
Yeah. Don't you think the Fruity Warrior team is going for so much split push in here?
Yeah, I think that is a really good thing that they are actually prioritizing over on a split push because you have the Hellcurt, you have the Lapu Lapu, you can actually create a lot of pressure. But speaking of pressure here, it's going to be the Dark Knight Falls over onto the Akai as they look to actually end the lives of the Panda, but still, Angu tries to finish off the job, but Lunox goes in with a magnificent reply, as you can see that one member from the side of Frudio has already fallen. There is no way that they can actually fight off this pressure. Built for wild charge over the side of Chiku as well as Angu, but there is still not enough damage to finish them off, even though they've already secured one kill towards the side of Kaya.
Resurrecting soon.
This is gonna be the third turtle up in just a couple of seconds here, and Kufra already got his eyes over on the side of the river. Meanwhile, over the mid side, it's going to be Team Absolute here, trying to actually push towards the mid side. Over our top lane, it's Carry all by herself, but Naga spots out Damien. Damien will go in with the way of the dragon, and now it's going to be one more kill in the hands of Diablo.
Don't you think that was overconfidence? Going in from Naga there,
Well,
walking like in the jungle, like it's
yeah,
home.
like, he's all by himself, and
Yeah.
maybe he should stick with his team. So maybe he just got caught off of position. So that was just unfortunate for him. But speaking of getting caught out of position here, it's gonna be Angor in the middle of the team fight, and now it seems like Absolute just dominates them, taking down the Guinevere, taking down Lapu Lapu, and now Wave the Dragon over the side of Durin. Damien is gonna go in with the 1v1, but he will have to back away because the Dark Knight Falls will secure yet again another kill for the teams of Fruity Warrior right here. Chiku got nowhere to run. Oh no, the wall blocks him up, and the ground gets a double right now. And then the Guinevere rotates over on the mid lane and shuts down Diablo in the mid side as Duran goes in for the chase. Damien trying to run for his life, but where can Damien go? He's just turning round and round, and he will face up against Naga. Wave the Dragon seems like the Akai will pin him down to the wall. What a big turnaround, but still they managed to secure a kill towards the tower, and now it's only going to be the Akai stuck in the rut, and that will be Guinevere stopping them on their tracks once more.
Guinevere right now is like unstoppable here.
Man, they are just on fire, man. Like, just look at how they just fought off that sort of pressure there. Absolute, they were really behind, but now at least they try to fight back a little bit more. Now, over on the gold, you can see a 6,000 gold difference. I want to have a look into the items, though. You see Chiku managed to buy himself that endless battle, but now beautiful Wave of the Dragon over the side of Naga will finish off the kill there as the Guinevere removed from play. Meanwhile, it's going to be the Kaya stuck on the wall, and Chiku looks for the kill, but they are all in a mess. As you can see, the Lapu Lapu takes down the Akai as well. Only Angur left, but Angur looking for Monchichi. Monchichi sidestep, and he will be a wipeout coming in for Team Absolute. This is going to be a big comeback coming from the Singaporeans. Meanwhile, oh my goodness, what do we have here? All the minions are slowly pushing in. Seems like they have to send one member back, but still, it's going to be all right for the side of Team Absolute as they will contest for the Lord, but they are falling really low. Meanwhile, Fruity Warriors are slowly on their way. Do they have enough time? It won't be enough. Meanwhile, Royal Conqueror managed to actually survive today, and they will have a little bit more room to breathe. But still, now that a lot of the waves are actually pushing towards the side of Team Absolute, they have to clear the bottom side as well as the mid lane before they can utilize the Lord completely.
Yeah, they could even push the bottom line for the Warrior here by defending Lord or something.
Yeah, and of course, Fruity Warrior looking to actually catch out some of these members here, as you can see Thuren over on the mid lane here, trying to create a little bit of pressure, but the Akai with the frog jump has no worries at all. Angor trying to push the Lord back. This is still a level 1 Lord, so this Lord does not have that much of a power and will be removed from play just like that. Easy peasy stuff coming in from the side of Fruity Warrior. Meanwhile, Team Absolute still going in for a little bit of defense towards the bottom side, knowing that the Hellcat will go in with the split push, so they will send the Chow alongside with the Akai just to make sure that that does not happen. Of course, Fruity Warrior just trying to get himself a little bit of a buff coming in. Fleeting time being bought there from the side of Naga as well. Over on the top side, it's going to be a free farm for the side of Lapu Lapu. Meanwhile, over onto the side of Absolute, they are trying to catch them all off. And it seems like the Divine Judgment will not be effective towards the side of Royal Conqueror. But Over on the side of Fruity War, they managed to catch out the Lunox, and that's going to be Duran getting chopped off, turned into a really stinking fruit. Meanwhile, Absolute still managed to still keep their chances and hopes alive to actually stop Fruity Warrior from pushing this into game number 3.
Don't you see that Absolute has already come back with the money? Now it's almost managing, almost being the same.
Oh man, it seems like Apple pushing them all the way back, and this will be a free kill towards the side of Carry. And Monchichi has been doing really well. Looking into the items there, Endless Battle alongside with the Golden Staff is quite a really interesting build coming in from the side of Absolute, because usually they will begin with a Demon Hunter Sword, but still, this is actually more effective because now that they can actually opt for something that's a little bit more different, they can start to build a little bit more defensive right now. 90 seconds to the next Lord. Meanwhile, Akai here tries to actually catch out Fruity Warrior members right there, but still, mid lane onwards, you see Team Absolute just try to actually find some golden opportunities to actually pick up members from the side of Fruity Warriors. Chiku buying himself a little bit of boots there, and of course, Angkor just have a little bit more of the room here, but Akai tries to go in with a little bit of a catch, but still, all those side of the Fruity Warrior members are already getting himself ready to back away. So Fruity Warriors does not have any chance at all to contest towards the top side. As you can see, Lapu Lapu will continue with the split push. Fruity Warriors just making sure that they did not commit any sort of mistake at all. It seems like Team Absolute just taking control once again, and the goal, look at the goal. It's only 1,000 difference right now.
Yeah, exactly. They almost came back. I mean, they're really like managing now. They're maintaining it. Any little mistake comes from any other teams here, it's gonna be like it, I guess, because it's already early mid game, and as we all know now, if we get slains, and this is gonna be it. Almost a minute to be respawned.
Yeah, and of course, they're all dancing towards the top side. They know that they cannot commit to that fight because right now, there will be Damien going in with the Warrior Dragon, but all of them are knocked up in the air as the Violet Record keeps him up alive, and then Kufra sets it up for the side of Fruity Warrior, but it's going to be Team Absolute stopping them off their tracks. This is a 2-for-1 trade, but Team Absolute now having the advantage. They will immediately go for the second Lord, and this might just be their ticket all the way to the semifinals as Apple tries to stop them on their tracks. Angkor looking for the golden window there, but it is Monchichi, and meanwhile, Chiku, he's backdooring right now. Fruity Warriors can actually go in with the win. Diablo tries to go in and stop Chiku, but they did not realize Helgren goes in backdooring, and this is a big comeback coming in for Fruity Warrior.
How did we miss that? How did we not even realize that Helga was pushing all the way on top? This Helga, are you kidding me?
We didn't realize it at all. We didn't even see where the Helker was, but that is a genius move. Like,
that was super genius move coming up from Team Fruity.
Nobody expected that. Like, he creepily goes in towards the bottom side. They know that they are focused towards the Lord, so he said like, okay, let's slowly sneak in towards the bottom lane, and he pushed all the way in, and of course, the MVP of the game is none other than Chiku, for taking down the base all by himself. And man, oh man, we find ourselves game number 3. Are you excited for this?
Well, I am.
Oh yeah.
I am.
I felt like they are doing so well. Team Absolute had everything covered except for the base. If they sent one person back, it would have went all right.
Yeah.
But because all these members, they distracted them so well. But let's have a look into the highlight once again. As you can see, FW, they were focused over on the bottom side. They got themselves a really good lead. And the Helkut picks up a triple kill in this fight itself. As you can see that...
If I am not mistaken, Helga had the highest skills in the game.
Yeah, well,
wasn't it?
It was not the highest.
6, 7?
It was the highest for Fruity Warriors, but Team Absolute actually got a little bit more as well. But still, a really great effort coming in from them. As you can see, they managed to actually dive all the way back, pick up Monchichi, and early game, Fruity Warriors have it all covered. But Team Absolute, they fought back. They managed to pick up not 1, but 2 kills in the hands of Grok as well. Look at that knock up there over on the side of Diablo. That Guinevere was actually making a lot of magic damage happen. And now this is a big comeback turnaround there. As you can see, the Kufra turns the fight around. And of course, Absolute just had no room to actually fight them all off. And over the top side here, pickoffs after pickoffs after pickoffs. Absolute just found their way into the game once again, but still, Angor came in a little bit late alongside with the rest of Fruity Warriors, and this was just a lot of messy team fights coming in, and Diablo just picked up the double kill there with his Order of Brilliance, and it went off really well.
Playing without a marksman wasn't a really bad choice going for Fruity Warriors here. And it looks like they were able to maintain the game and manage the gold early game, and they almost like gave the Absolute a chance to come back, but absolutely Halakurt pushes from the bottom line and he gets the base by himself.
Yeah, of course. That was just
he gets
like,
the team point.
that was the biggest surprise that we see so far today. But of course, this is just the first match series of the day, and now we're slowly heading into game number 3. So I think you're a big fan of Hellkirk since yesterday. So game number 3, do you think we'll see any more Hellkirk?
I don't think so. They're gonna be banning Hellkirk for like sure.
Yeah, like after
First ban coming from Absolute is gonna be Hellkirk.
Yeah, like they had so much of trouble actually handling him, not only in team fights but in lane as well. You saw Cho over a bottom lane. He just got picked off so many times, and I thought that Cho, as a Cho, you feel like you can just go in and out of the game, but still, now it's time for the truth. It's time for game number 3. MDC is bringing you Team Absolute versus Fruity Warriors once again. Now, this is the final fight between the two teams, and the winner of this match will be going into the semifinals fighting against Team Impurity. Now, Absolute has the blue side advantage here. Now, so far, whoever's on the blue side had the win. So, could it be Absolute again? Oh, man.
I was 100% sure about that, as we all see that Hellkirk has been taken out from the team, from the game as well.
Yeah, and of course, other than Hellkirk, maybe they want to ban away things like Grok from the side of Fruity Warriors, because usually we do see that Grok has always been the
first pick. Yeah.
Yeah, so like maybe they should remove that from play, but they will go ahead and ban away
Could be
that
the second
Grok.
ban.
Perhaps so, but other than that, do you think what other ban do you expect to see? In this
Other
game?
than Grok. Probably Cho.
Cho.
Yeah.
Cho. I felt like Fruity Warrior
Fruity
could
Warrior,
still give them the Cho. You saw in the previous
It's not that
game.
dangerous.
Yeah, it's not that dangerous as we thought it would be. Usually we see other teams, they'll just like have so much kill pressure, but it will be an Esmeralda once again banned out, and Absolute does not want to deal with Esmeralda at all. Fruity Warriors, one more ban.
What do you think it is?
Now looking into this, maybe they should take off Kimmy. Kimmy has been banned away. I think that they should keep it at bay once more. So that is one of the picks that I feel that has a little bit of an impact coming in, which they do not want to actually go ahead with that. And like I said, Kimmy.
Yeah.
So now, first pick. We're all expecting the Grok, but if it's not the Grok, what will it be?
It's gonna be Grog. It's not Grog, Kaya, I guess.
Oh, yeah, but I think Kaya is definitely something that we do see from time to time as well. And Absolute, they should get that in. Or maybe a Diggy would be pretty good as well if they want to go for that. But still, with that being said, Grok has already been taken away. Now, Kaya is still available for the side of Fruity Warriors.
Kaya,
Maybe they want to
Akai,
go
yeah.
for Akai or even
Lonox,
Guinevere as
Harry,
well.
yeah.
But still, Diggy was left out in the open, and now Fruity Warriors want to take that in their hands. This might just be the secret recipe to success, and we'll take both the Kaya as well as the Diggy into the team lineup. Absolutely. 2 picks. So, what are your guesses here?
Cho?
Cho. Okay.
Cho and who would it be?
Well, looking into this, maybe they should get the Leomort. Leomort worked for them.
Leomort should get it right now, yeah.
Yeah, if
He's
they,
gonna be banned later.
yeah. So
from-
if they don't actually get it, it may just be banned away, or even Tamas will be good.
Yeah,
so
Leomord.
immediately they go in for Leomord as well as the Lunox here. So Team Absolute have their comfort pick once again because they've been playing a whole lot of Lunox. Now,
Every single match, right? The first and the second match.
yeah,
they
every
had
single
Lunox.
match, and now even the
Third.
game as well. But of course, Fruity Warrior still needs to actually go in with something solid here.
That's gonna be a great combo there.
Oh wow,
Show.
that is actually such a lineup that's so annoying to deal with because you got so many people from the side of Fruity Warriors that could pull you back, and even Cho could just send them flying into his team direction.
So that the other members can deal the damage and slaying the enemies.
Yeah, and now Team Absolute will have to pick a ban right now. And now that there's no Claude, they could still actually opt to ban out maybe a main mage.
Ooh.
And speaking of that mage, it will be Harris.
Yeah, they need a mage there.
Now, of course, Fruity Warrior, one more ban. Well, they should get this underway. But of course, they've already got their main tank, their Grok. So maybe taking out something like a Guinevere or so.
Guinevere, yeah.
Or they could actually pick Guinevere from themselves because they have a Cho. So Guinevere actually work
Carry.
for them, and they will
I
ban out
expected
the
that, to be honest.
Oh yeah, and of course, they still have DPS damage coming from.
They're gonna go for
Team Absolute.
Moskov? You think they're gonna go for Moskov and leave no great marksman for the Absolute?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Hanabi is actually a good choice as well if they want to go
Hanabi.
for Hanabi.
Yeah, it'll be great. Hanabi, Moskov.
Of course, Angkor here has the Guinevere left out in the open. We'll pick this one for the big team fight potential that they have. But still, Absolute here. They have a little bit of difficulty picking up a marksman, but they managed to see Rafaela being left out in the open. Now, I understand what they're trying to do here because they want to keep the Leomord alive. So they keep sending the Holy Healing on top of the Leomord, and then you have the Moskov to deal damage as well. So
That's
this
so
is quite
supportive
a
for
great
Leomord here.
fight coming in for the side of Team Absolute. But now, from the side of Fruity Warrior, they might
Go for Akai.
They can go for Akai, but still, it's too many of the short range here. Maybe they should go in for
More
a little bit
damage.
of more damage output as well, because Biggie alongside with Kaya don't really have the highest of damage
Kufra,
into
probably.
the game. So if they want to go for Kufra, it will be a lot of knockup, but it's all up to the Guinevere. But if they kill the Guinevere, it'll be game over. So I feel like they still need a marksman here. So they are having a tough time to actually secure this one. Selena's a good option as well, if you think about it. But still, and they're going to go in with a Hayabusa. This is going to be an explosive one coming in from the side of Fruity Warriors as they will challenge Team Absolute there with a little bit of that assassin into the lineup. But still, do you think that they have a solid chance when they go into that team fight? Because I understand they want to knock them up all in the air, but I'm feeling like if they do have the Guinevere out of the game, it's going to be so hard for them to kill. And over on the side of Team Absolute, they have Rafaela, so it's going to be hard for them to actually get easy pickoffs if the Rafaela is all around.
Yeah. It's gonna be super hard for the team, for the Fruity Warrior.
Of course, now we are going into...
So do you think is going to win this?
It's still really hard to tell. I feel like it's a 50-50 chance for both sides. Of course, we have to find out for ourselves here. Make sure you vote for your favorite teams there. Drop yourself some comments down below. And of course, hashtag Absolute Win or Fruity Win as we are going into game number 3, MDC match number 1. And now we're going into the final fight between the Malaysians versus the Singaporeans there, as both teams are tied up here. And now they are challenging Royal Conch and over on the right side of the brush. And he has to back away, and they are looking for that really early clearance on the mid lane wave as Duran tries to do the same for the side of Chiku, as they do put out a little bit of poke towards the side of Royal Conqueror as well. Over the side of Naga and Apple, discarding their buff, trying not to get it stolen away. Meanwhile, you see so many bombs being set there from the side of Diggy, and now they're going in for a little bit of a push and pull, but still, Hayabusa versus Leomord there. Which one do you think that will have a little bit of advantage towards the laning phase?
For early game, I definitely would go with Hayabusa, but for like mid game, Leomord is gonna have more items and it's gonna be higher damage, especially when the ult's on.
What about the bottom lane though? Do you see that there is Naga here with the child there. You can see that they are sending the Moskov as well as Rafaela. So is he can survive this really strong push coming in from Team Absolute?
I think like the Cho with the Guinevere together be great combo against Moskov and Angela.
Of course, it's still very early, and you can see the pressure is on, and Naga is getting dove on from the side of Team Absolute. This might just be the first blood here, but it will be the Moskov taking the first kill, and here comes Durian as well as Chiku, trying to catch him all the way. But Rafaela with the holy healing, it's still alive, and now Flicker being popped there from the side of Kaya to actually finish off the kill. But now Monchichi tries to bite back. Royal Conqueror tries to finish off Durian, but it will be the Lunox coming in from the back as well. Chiku having to deal with a 2v1, but still, he does not finish off the Moskov, and it will be a double kill in the hands of the Lunox.
Great rotations coming from Team Absolute here, and so fast as well. It looked like the Avenging coming pretty quick as well.
Oh
2, 3 for 1 for Absolute. Well played and smart.
And of course, not only 3 for 1, they got the turtle as well.
Yeah, as well, yeah, which is really great for early game. Now heading towards mid here.
It's going to be Absolute here having a really good start of the game. But from the side of Fruity Warriors, things are slowly getting picked up there from all their members. Chiku and Durian camping it out, spots out the Grok, moving towards the bottom side. Fruity Warriors are challenged once again, and now Moskov's job is to push them all the way back. And FW, they are ready for this team fight here. As you can see, Apple having to pop the element really early, but now it's going to be a great catch coming from the Wild Record as the Guinevere picks up 1 kill, and it seems like Naga going in for a dive, way of the dragon over the side of Monchichi, but the tower stops him on his tracks there. It's going to be a 2-for-1 exchange, but still, Fruity Warriors now looking for the tower. Over on the top side, Damien calls out the Phantom Steed. Hayabusa have no problems at all, so this, just like you said, had a lot of kill pressure and push coming from Hayabusa early game, but late game, I think Leo Mort's going to be a monster.
He's going to be a monster.
Now, with 2 kills in hand, it seems like the Lunox will slowly try to get some of these builds up and eventually look for that concentrated energy as well. Meanwhile, Team Absolute here still having a little bit of rotation towards the top side. Needs to actually secure a little bit of those towers down on the way. Over onto the top side, they managed to get themselves a little bit of an extra goal, coming in with that little bit of a crab that generates them a little bit,
yeah.
money.
4 for 3 as well. 15 more seconds for the Turtle here. Looks like none of the teams are paying attention for the Turtle hit. Having a fight on bottom.
And it seems like Royal Conqueror jumps right into the middle of it all and will be brought down low. Divine Judgment over on side of Chiku, and this will be Apple clearing off all the stuns, and now Conqueror jumps into the fight, but he will be deleted there by the side of Fruity Warrior. Now it's going to be Brilliance being popped out, but Damien jumps in with his horse, will take out Diggy, and that bird will turn into an egg once again. This is going to be Team Absolute there, looking to actually push out the top side. Spots out Hayabusa, but now Damien will lose out his horse and will have to slowly farm this one out. Angor just standing in the middle by himself. I'm not sure what he's really doing, but getting himself poked there by Damien a couple of times for free. Now, seems like Team Fruity Warriors, they are trying to reply, and they're chasing towards the top side.
Both of the teams are trying to go for the top side because of the Turtle here.
Yeah, and you can see that maybe they might want to get the tower first before going for a turtle, but Royal Conch just spots out all these pressure coming in from the side of Fruity Warrior as they are forced to back away. Maybe they should attempt for this turtle right now, but still Team Absolute does not want to actually use it as bait. Chiku now buying that concentrated energy, just having a little bit of a trait advantage as well, but Moskov, oh man, just keeping up with the pressure there. Trying to deal with Naga over on the bottom side, but here comes Fruity Warrior. This might just be Naga going in for the kill, and Monchichi pulls him with the Divine Judgment. This is the way of the dragon to seal off that Moskov, and now Fleeting Time being brought down by Durian, but the turtle will be slain as Team Absolute find themselves that window of opportunity here, and still no towers left for the side of Team Absolute. And now Angor, all by himself, Wall coming in from the side of the Grok, but still They do not want to actually deal with the Hayabusa as of yet. We'll use this element to clear up all the minions.
Team Warrior goes for the turret on bottom line, trying to go for the second one as well. Musgrave heading towards that turret just to defend it. Looks like he has no idea what's gonna happen here.
Oh my, it seems like this is going to be Angor getting caught out there. Phantom Steed being called out, but still, they could not actually pursue further because they don't have the minions. They could not push all the way under the tower to actually secure that kill. So that is going to be a free tower for side of Duran. But it seems like he managed to pull back one member out, and here comes the side of Hayabusa jumping all the way towards the back as well, knowing that he cannot commit because the Leomord is a little bit too strong for them right now. Side of Absolute. Now you can see 7 minutes into play, and the Tina shield has been bought out there by the side of the Grok, so he can actually soak a little bit more damage coming in from the Guinevere itself. But 2 fleeting times have been bought by the support as well as the tech coming from the side of Fruity War. Meanwhile, Diablo getting knocked up in the air as Apple forced to actually use his ultimate, but still, it would not be enough over on top side, though. It's going to be a kill towards the side of Hayabusa. Order of Brilliance being popped there from the side of Diablo, and it is all the FW members right in front of their face as Absolute gets destroyed, gets pushed all the way back, and now only Horror Conquer knocked up in the air, and there's no way the Grok could actually escape out of this one. A double kill for the Chow, and this is going to be a tower for Fruity Warriors as well. Over on the bottom side, it's going to be the Moscow pushing all the way back. The Holy Crystal being bought out by the Chiku, but it's going to be a tough one for them to actually deal with the power, the force coming in from Fruity Warriors right now.
Fruity Warrior going on fully aggressive gameplay here. 3 kills with a turret and a turtle here as well. That's like really aggressive in here. What you think?
Yeah, it is. It's just crazy movements coming in from Fruity Warriors. I felt like Team Absolute, if they were to send the Moscow there, maybe they might be able to win the team fight because Monchichi right now has a lot of strength, also buying that endless battle in his hand as well. But 90 more seconds, we will see the first Lord of game number 3 coming underway. But both teams, look at the goal, 24K.
Pretty much the same. Even the turrets and the towers are pretty much the same.
Yeah, and they were just replying.
Pretty tight, yeah.
Oh man, this may not be the same anymore. As you can see, a double kill immediately falling towards the hands of Damien, as this might just be the Leomord just storming his way to victory here as Monchichi Troy to actually get all these members of FW on the way. Guinevere has to back away after taking 1 tower down, but this will be the base exposed from the top side itself. Team Absolute having a little bit more control, but Damien now has to deal with this push over on the bottom side. As you can see, Absolute now looking to eye over onto the mid-wave tower as well. Monchichi slowly getting the buff over onto his hands. As you can see, the Moscow slowly scaling up really quickly. And now over on the mid side, it's going to be Chiku getting poked out by the Moscow for a little bit more. Meanwhile, Leomord over on the bottom side trying to pull some members of Fruity Warrior because of the split push. But still, 90 more seconds to the Lord. Here comes Phantom Steed looking for Chiku, pushes him back, and now it seems like he will be zoned away. The rest of the team is nowhere to be found, and now Deki falls down as well. Only 3 members left from the side of Fruity Warrior, and they have to back away. What is the Hayabusa doing? He's all the way up top, and he's trying to pull a little bit of loose members back, but still, Absolute finally finding that window there, and now Royal Conqueror will try to buy some time. Meanwhile, the rest of Absolute looking to finish off the Lord right now, and the rest of Team Fruity Warriors, they are a little bit late, but can they actually go in for the steal? Duran's on the ready, and they will try to hop right in, and this will be the Lord for the side of Team Absolute as they find themselves Naga all the way by himself. Flicker being popped there, but it's not going to be enough. As you can see, Lunox takes him down oh so easy, and Hayabusa has to go in for the defense. Only the Diggy, but the Diggy cannot do anything at all. This is a free tower for the side of Team Absolute, and they will storm in towards the mid side here. Lord is heading towards the top side. Meanwhile, Chiku going in with the Violet Reku, but he gets caught away, and now that's a big suppression coming in for the Guinevere as the Lunox finishing it off with a killing spree as well. Man, oh man, there's just no way Fruity Warriors can stop them right now. As being piled out, and now Moscow finish off the tower. Here comes the Phantom Steed as they look to actually go in for the win, but oh, Rudy, what? For the Moscow, and now this is the end as Team Absolute wins the trade and take down the base. This will be a 2-1 victory in the hands of Team Absolute.
Lord didn't even rush the base yet.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of rushed there.
Yeah, like they didn't even need to wait for the Lord.
No.
And the Lord was just taking his sweet time, slowly walking his way to the top side. He's like, oh, what? Game's
This is
over
another
right
scary
now.
team here coming in.
Yeah, like Team Absolute, they perform out of minds, and they definitely deserve this win here.
Yeah,
MVP this
definitely.
time around, Monchichi, man, they forced them to play a non-meta marksman, and still Monchichi popped up on that Moskov, and he gets a 3-kill, 9 assist fight there. And every single fight, he's always around. And you got to give credit to some of these other members as well. You can see that the Rafaela as well as Grok has been doing a lot of dirty work. Meanwhile, Damien tries to get as much kills as he can alongside with Diablo. So it was too tough for the side of Fruity Warriors to actually deal with. Of course, this is just the first match of the day. Now, Fruity Warriors will take a little bit of a break, but they will fight against Team Impunity later on. Now, let's talk about the early game here, because early game, we saw FW actually getting a lot of good kills here.
Yeah, Fruity Warrior was doing really great early game.
Yeah, and of course, later on, a lot of good rotations coming in from Absolute as well. As you can see, they run across the map, they picked off Chiku as well for the double kill, and eventually a lot of fights happened towards the bottom side, and Guinevere just kept getting catches after catches, and this is where Naga actually made a little bit of a mistake, because he dived all by himself. There's no minions, so he used the Way of the Dragon, tried to catch people off, but there's just no backup coming in. And here, Fruity Warriors managed to fight against that Grok right in front of their face, but still Diablo gets taken out earlier on, and there you can see Naga. You see all these members from Fruity Warrior, they were all
like
over the place.
All over the place. This is the mistake they made.
Yeah, and I feel like if they were to actually stick together, it will be a little bit better, because they have combos after combos. Like what I see here, like the moment that they collapse together, like it's easy for them to actually get the kill. And over onto the side of the Grok, you know he's so tanky, but still teamwork makes the
They
dream
would
work.
leave no space for the Absolute to breathe at all.
Yeah, and of course, over onto this Lord fight is where everything just changed for the side of Team Absolute. They managed to secure the Lord, but also pick up 2 members right there. Kaya alongside with the Chow getting taken off early, and Guinevere tried to force this fight, trying to stop them, trying to remove all these minions before they take down the mid-side tower. But still, there's too much of a crowd control coming in. They suppressed them, and eventually Absolute looking for the win. They were so desperate that, like you said, Lord wasn't even there yet, and every one of them just dived right in, and Damien just created so much pressure that Duran has to take care of him, and the rest of Team Absolute had enough damage to end the game.
Enough damage and enough teamwork and sticking together. That's rule number 1.
Yeah, of course. So that was just the first match ending just like that, but still, we still have 2 more matches to go, my friend, and we will have Scarlet versus MG Odyssey.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, that's coming up in a little bit, but of course, my name is Contra, this is Ray, and you are watching the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Diamonds Challenge Series. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll bring you the semi-final rounds for today.
Dragonborn is here.
First blood. You have slain an enemy. Shut down. First blood. You still have a story. You still
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Thought to miss you, another to hate.
Let me clear the way for my master.
I have been slain. You have slain an enemy. Launch attack. You have slain an enemy. Double kill. I can't fly. Monster kill. Keep on smiling. Legendary. Keep on smiling. Don't check the next problems. An enemy has been slain.
Feel the fire of rage! Godlike! Yeah! Feel the fire of rage! Feel the fire of rage!
goes serious and wild charge into it. A great output. Look at that. Arkai is actually the first guy. Overton tagging on him, engage onto Kai. They want to go for it, and oh, the wild charge doing so much. He has the Yuga Overton. He's doing so much damage, and here comes the Go Mimi. He's doing it, but look at the base. They're losing the team fight. They're losing their base. Azorak doing what he can. Suna is there. The Lord is there. and welcome back to the Diamond Challenge series. My name is Contra. Alongside with me is Target. Of course, you can follow him at Red Sea Target. My page will be ContraCast on Facebook. So, of course, we just finished an epic fight between Absolute and Fruity Warrior, and now we want to see how they are going to deal with Team Impunity as well. But still, let's have a look into the brackets on how things are going to go for today, as we will hit into our semi-finals right now, starting with Scarlet as well as MG Odyssey. Now, these are really two good teams that will battle each other out. And over on the bottom side, like I said, Team Impunity has been waiting, and now they find themselves that challenger. Absolute, who just won that game.
Both are scary teams here coming in.
Yeah, like Scarlet versus MG Odyssey here. We see both teams yesterday.
Scarlet. Yeah, weak early game, but late game they're just like dominating.
Yeah, exactly. And it seems like Scarlet is a team that knows how to adapt very well. They learn very fast. They understand their opponents really well on how they actually draft, and knowing the strengths and weaknesses, they play towards it. And now it's good to see Scarlet here, but MG Odyssey is a team that is not a pushover. Well, of course, MG Odyssey, they do have a renowned player here, where Ozoroveki is the top 1 global on that. Lunox,
yeah.
Exactly. So Lunox, we see it constantly being banned out, but he still plays a lot of great mages out there. And of course, you gotta really open up your eyes on some of the picks such as Esmeralda and other big pickups such as Claude as well, because other than Lunox, he's really good on marksmen. So it's really hard to actually deal with MG Odyssey. But still, looking into this, Scarlet itself has another challenger here, just waiting to find that sort of opportunity to hit into the grand finals, because whoever goes in the grand finals there will actually walk away with a chunk of money there, $3,200, as well as lots of diamonds.
Scarlet here has to find, like you said earlier, they're good at finding the weakness. They gotta figure out MG Odyssey's weakness, especially when it comes to Lunox.
Yeah, and looking into that, I feel like MG Odyssey yesterday, although they were doing good, that a lot of team fights, they were still all over the place, because like they are not too well coordinated.
But they had the double win streaks.
Yeah, but still, game number 1 was not easy.
It
for
was
them
not
to win.
easy
It
to
was,
come back as
yeah,
well.
They actually came back just like how Scarlet actually did. But yesterday we see Ozoroveki playing on that Harif. So maybe we might see a Harif today as well, because Harif, after the nerf, you don't see many people picking Harif all that much, because they're still leaning back over on the Claude and many other heroes out there on the table. But still, today it was great to actually see a lot more Diggy being played today.
Yeah.
Of course,
especially for Hayabusa. That wasn't a great pick there, to be honest.
Yeah, I felt like if they actually changed Hayabusa for something that's different, maybe a Gushing.
Gushing would have been better,
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
Gushing could actually just dive
Would
right
have fit
into the back.
the combo better, like much better.
Perhaps so, but of course, what's done is done. Of course, Absolute trampled through their victory, got a 2-1 against Fruity Warrior, but still, that Hayabusa round, I felt like it wasn't great, but the one that they played Helkert, man, that was fantastic.
That was
because
fantastic.
Went in for that backdoor, but still, nobody expected that coming in from the side of Fruity Warriors. But now, we get into this best of 3 here. Who do you think that has the opportunity to actually go all the way? Because now we have our top 4, and we got teams from Singapore, we got teams from Malaysia. Now, of course, we're looking into the performance of all these teams. I still think that Team Impunity is one of those teams that is really, really consistent, and I'm actually looking forward to their game as well. Yeah, like, you can see Ray here is just like, oh, so scary. I don't know what else to say, but it's just scary.
Yeah.
But what is there that you do expect coming into play in terms of heroes for both teams here? Who will be highly contested, as in
Scarlet? Because Scarlet is the best when it comes to coming back and playing well, smarter in playing mid late game.
All right, of course. And I do believe that our draft is on the way, so hope you guys are a little bit patient with us. But of course, we will head into our draft in a little while. As we can see, Scarlet as well as MG Odyssey battle it all out in a best of 3. But of course, now that we look into the brackets here, Impurity later on will fight Absolute, both having a little bit of a similar sort of a play style. I feel like they should be actually having a really good run as well. So if Absolute could actually pull a game off from Impurity, it will already be a real big achievement. But of course, Absolute is not just looking to stop at the semifinals, because whoever wins now goes to the grand finals. And you got to go all the way 512 teams and now down to 4.
Yeah.
Man, these guys go a long way, man.
This is the end of the route.
Yeah.
It will be good to the finals.
Of course, for today, we will only play out all the way up to the end of the semifinals. And tomorrow, we'll have our grand final. So make sure tomorrow night you keep your timetables all free. Or, of course, bring all your friends all along and watch the MDC grand finale for season 2. So season 1, we had a lot of amazing action coming from Project X as well as Yonkos Harem, but now Scarlet MG Odyssey here, I feel like they will fight for the Lunox. They will fight for things like Rock, things like Kaya. But is there any sort of a hero that you want to see coming to play?
Well, assassins. I want to see more assassins.
You want to see more
Not
assassins?
specifically assassins, but I mean, I want to see more assassins in the game.
All right, let's see whether or not we will get some assassins in, as we will head straight into draft number 1 between MG Odyssey versus Scarlet here. And now Odyssey over on the blue side here has to deal with Scarlet's comebacks here, and we will see the Hellcurt being banned away. Of course, Hellcurt poses so much threat. We saw it today, and they do not want to deal with that at all. Meanwhile, from the side of Scam, Raph, Acid, Win, as well as Udi, they are trying to take off that Kimmy once again. Now, Kimmy, why do you think it's always banned away?
Because he's one of the fastest farmers.
One of the fastest farmers in the game. Now that you mention it, yeah, it's actually pretty true, because it consistently use the first skill and just spam it. You don't even care, like you just press that button all the way through to actually consistently deal damage, not only to the towers, not only to the minions, but you can deal it all around your enemies as well. And it's so annoying, because every time he builds into all
That
this
is surprising.
stuff, yeah.
MG Odyssey is the first pick. Right, well, they ban Guad.
Maybe they want to actually
Go
prioritize.
Kaya and Chao.
Maybe they don't need the Grok, so that they can
Maybe.
open into other things as well. They can go for Kaya, they can go for Diggy, and they could just pass it over to Scarlet and say, "Hey, we don't care. Like, we can now force them to actually ban something else." Now Kaya is being banned out. Now I think Becky here wants to get his Lunox. So let's see whether or not MG Odyssey will be able to secure the Lunox pick for Ozorveki here. Top 1 global, of course. Veki here, still thinking twice. Maybe he wants to play for the team. So this could still be anything. There's still Diggy on the line. Estes, are you sure about that? No, that's gonna be Diggy coming in.
A troll.
Yeah, this is trying to troll us for a little bit, but now Win and Uni. Mooney here, I feel like Mooney can get that Esmeralda. We've seen them play Esmeralda yesterday.
Yeah, we've seen it.
So I think that this Esmeralda finally being opened up from the bats, this is an easy pickup for the side of Scarlet to actually deal with it. But now, what should you combo with the Scarlet? Maybe you might want to actually find a little bit of that Leo Mort as well, because if you have the Leo Mort, you cannot just focus onto the Esmeralda. So Leo Mort can be the thing that they can actually rely on, and immediately they go in for the lockdown. Now, over on the side of MG Odyssey as well. Now, 2 picks, what would it be?
Lunox.
Yeah.
Like you expected.
Yeah, Lunox and one more.
What other than Lunox they could have gone with?
Maybe the Chao. Chao would be pretty good as well, because you can actually kick people away. Or Badang is a very good counter towards Esmeralda, but I'm not sure if MG Odyssey have any good Badang players, because it's not easy to actually play.
You're reading minds here.
Oh man, they really follow what I say, man. So now I'm thinking that they may just want to go for a tank here, maybe a Minotaur. If they do take the Minotaur,
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh man,
Man.
okay, six in a row. So
6 in a row.
now the bad. I'm thinking this band here, down here, it has to be the Guinevere. Because if they don't ban the Guinevere, Scarlet's going to pick it for themselves. And it's going to
be Cloud.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even they
be.
ban Cloud, I feel
Cloud,
like
carry.
they could still go for the carry. So, still, MG Odyssey have to go for the pickup here. So, it's either they want to take that for themselves. Oh, yeah.
Well,
you're
this
right.
time it's my turn.
Oh, okay. So I'll let you have this one next
4 for
time.
me.
Okay, so one more ban here. Now I think that they want to keep the Guinevere for themselves because they've already banned the Cloud. So
Carry?
now maybe they should ban the carry because like you can actually remove that marksman from coming into play. But still, other things still on the table as well. Harif would be a good ban, but still they opt to actually ban out the Akai. So now
Grok is still open here.
no, Grok is banned away by MJ
yeah.
Odyssey
Sort of
already.
forgot
So
about it, yeah.
yeah, so this is a golden opportunity for Scarlet to pick Guinevere. They should go in for this one because if they don't, the side of MJ Odyssey will go in with that pickup there. So on the side of Scarlet here, they're still slowly thinking because they still need a marksman. Maybe they want to get that marksman in their hands, and they will go in with the Kufra. But still, is this the wisest of choice here? Because they've already got enough knockups there coming from the Minotaur. But still, Odyssey now have the party pick. They can steal away the Guinevere. They should actually do so. As
Guinevere and Carry would be great.
Carry and
Oh,
Gato Gacha. Wow. Okay, this is something different here. We haven't seen Gato Gacha
At all.
for a really long time. But now,
Your team
with this
is
being
picking.
picked up here, there is still the Guinevere left there for Scarlet. So this is definitely going to be falling into the hands. And so many knockups there coming in from the side of Scarlet. I think that when they go into the team fights here, Scarlet has the advantage. But if we go into late game, I feel Odyssey here has more firepower. But still, you cannot underestimate what a Leomord can do.
Well, Limmer and what a Carry can do late game.
Oh man, instead of going for the Guinevere, they're thinking of going in for the Harley.
Harley.
But man, this is going to be really, really spicy here because Harley,
Spicy and hot.
yeah, it's so hot because like you could just jump right in and just try to
Aggressive
look for the
mage
carry.
gameplay.
Yeah, and of course, like they're actually trying to find the marksman and try to pick him off. But looking at the Scarlet's lineup, one thing for sure, they have one problem here. They don't have a proper marksman. But let's see what MG Odyssey and Scarlet can do because we're heading into the first game between the two of them. Now, let's talk about MG Odyssey's lineup here because they got a lot of engagers. They can stop the fight. But like, what do you expect out of MG Odyssey? What is their game plan right now?
They better not finish the game early. It's better for them in late game, and they better not let Scarlet finish the game early game because if Scarlet finishes the game earlier, it's gonna be they have to finish it early. I mean.
All right, and of course, we will head straight into game number 1 between MG Odyssey versus Scarlet in this semifinals round 1. As we see Malaysia versus Singapore once again. Odyssey now looking for a pickup there. As you can see, Hydra looking for Acid up there, just trying to actually stop him from actually proxying the wave. Meanwhile, over on the side of Asakura and Rumpel, they will go in for a little bit of a push and pull. Meanwhile, Mooney getting himself into a really rough position. As you can see, the bomb just takes away. Oh my goodness, the damage over on the Mooney. That is just a lot to take in. And this is why people ban out the Diggy. Now, of course,
Pretty strong early game.
of course, now Scarlet is playing it a little bit safely here. Both sides don't really want to go in with that early invades, but coming into the mid lane here, I think that it's actually interesting to see Asakura playing the Lunox instead, and Veki is the one playing carry. So even though they get that sort of pickup, they say, it's okay, I trust my teammate with the Lunox, so he will play the marksman instead. Now, looking into Hydra. Hydra just trying to actually get a little bit of that advantage in terms of farm. TS Sean here just making sure that they will try to secure this crab over on the top side. But still, speaking of Ozorveki, he is a renowned marksman even when he played other sort of mobile titles. He is famous as he represented Malaysia in the international stages previously, but now Momo rushing in for a fight, gets Raph stick onto the wall, but Raph will be able to survive that for now.
Turtle
A
resurrecting
little bit of movements coming in, and of course over on the top side, Acid and Sean just getting himself a little bit of a push. Meanwhile, Hydra is just standing there and watching, knowing that there's nothing much that can be done here. But Scarlet will start the first turtle of the game.
Looks like Scarlet going for the turtle again here. And Odyssey spots them looking like coming in from everywhere. Looks like Joe is kept on farming and rotating here.
And that's a 2-kill advantage over the side of Scarlet there. Easy pick up as the maneuver catches over on the two of them. And over onto Scarlet, they are keeping pressure over mid side as well. MG Odyssey on the back against the wall, and now so Becky has to back away. We'll try to look for as much farm as he can. As you can see that all these EXP is channeled towards the side of Ozorveki, and even the buff will be given onto him as well. Hydra just trying to hold on towards the top side once again. Nothing much coming in from the side of MG Odyssey, but they're playing so passively. I feel like they should actually try to find somebody to pick off there coming from the side of MG Odyssey. MGO slowly moving back into the jungle once again. Now Rumble throwing in the bomb, spotting out one member from the side of Scarlet, and Scarlet looks for a knock up there, and the Tyrant Switch will knock over on the side of Asakura, and now Asakura still leaning safe. They do have the out expended from the side of the Lunox right now, and they have to defend the mid lane with all that they can. But of course, top lane is going to be safe for the side of Scarlet. Meanwhile, Acid here just slowly charging, and of course, from the side of Acid, just trying to actually do a lot of pressure over on the side of the river.
Looks like Scarlet trying to go for the bottom lane here. Playing so aggressive right now.
Yeah, of course. MG Odyssey is just playing a little bit safely here. I feel like they are playing a little bit way too safe. Now, over side of Win, they are going in for a charge already. This is Momo jumping into the back, but this will be the first tower they had taken down there from the side of Scarlet. Of course, now one tower is down. What do you think that MG Odyssey should do right here?
MG Odyssey, I think they should probably show us more aggressive movements coming from their side, obviously, because they're playing it over safe here. And I think that if they try to play more aggressive here, try to get more kills, try to gamble maybe a little bit, it would probably be bad for them, but it could be a good movement from them coming as well. And as well as the Scarlet has gotten the turtle again for the second time here.
And of course, they already lose one tower down, but looking into items here, it seems like the
Scarlet controlling the gold well, 4,000 ahead, almost 4,000 ahead.
Oh man, Sean, he's in danger once more. Acid tries to save him, but he's a little bit too late. Oh, that was a sick move coming in.
Yeah.
Oh man, Hydra with that Way of the Dragon there. He just made sure that he kicked him back to the tower and secured that kill. But
so Scarlet has lost Harley for now for 15 seconds. I think MD Odyssey has an advantage right now. They go into fight because Scarlet right now has less damage in. Odyssey is still defending.
Oh man,
this is so aggressive coming from Scarlet.
Oh man,
They lost a member and they kept pushing.
Oh yeah, now looking into that, they're still going for more aggressive plays here, and they are trying to steal this buff away.
Away again.
Oh man,
this is the second time, by the way.
Yeah, and Asakura, they are storming in, and Hydra in the middle of it all. He managed to call the Phantom Steed, but that flicker coming out, he will be safe for now. Oh my goodness!
How does he do it?
Asakura, he managed to actually survive. And of course, they still managed to pull a little bit backwards, but now MG Odyssey having a little bit more momentum now.
But somehow Harley still has the highest gold in the game.
And yeah, like Harley just slowly farming up, and it's gonna be a really big danger here. Speaking of danger, oh man, he managed to actually hop in, but they have to give this tower to Scarlet for free. Man,
Yeah, for free. MG Odyssey losing a lot of turrets here.
And
They're pushing as well, man. That's a great movement here.
Yeah, and of course, Win trying to stop them
This
as
is
well.
not going to be a great fight for MG Odyssey. I believe in that.
Oh yeah, but Acid, look at the damage coming from Ozorveki, and he's still trying to chase him off. 2 more attacks will take out that Minotaur, but now they're coming in again. This is the brilliance being popped in by Asakura, and now Harley hops right back in, assassinates him off, but Mooney getting caught out once more. Esmeralda taken off there as Ozorveki gets himself another kill. A little bit of push and pull as Scarlet gets a 1-for-1 trade, and now looking for that turtle right now.
Scarlet going for it again for the 3rd time, but looks like MG Odyssey coming to take that turtle because he had already taken it twice.
Oh
Looks like they're
man!
trading. Looks like it's gonna be a kill for MG Odyssey here. Is it gonna be a double kill?
Oh man, it's not gonna be a double kill there, but now that Gato Kacha
This
opens
is
up
gonna
and
be
out, it will be a
members.
double for Ozoreki.
This might be a wiped out here.
Oh, this might just be it. Acid will be falling down for the triple kill. Is it gonna be a 4-for-1? But no. Ozorveki stops by and say, hey.
That was super
that's
close to be
enough.
wiped out here.
Yeah, and
Really early game, 7 minutes.
finally, we see MG Odyssey making a comeback right now. That is just some smooth moves coming in, and now Ozorveki having 4 kills, not even dropping a single time. And Raph here calling out his ult a little bit too early, but still, MG Odyssey saw the ult and said, okay, that's all that we need. Then now that he does not have the ult, they can actually easily go in for some pushes.
Look at the goal increase from MG Odyssey here. That was pretty fast.
Yeah.
We're just talking about how Scarlet was controlling the gold in the game, and look at it now.
Oh yeah.
It's almost pretty much the same. Only 1,000 and a few hundreds difference.
And speaking of that, they are trying to actually find Ozorveki, but still haven't caught it. But
Yeah, don't you think that Scarlet is pretty aggressive gameplay here?
yeah, I like to see this sort of aggressiveness because we saw it time and time again early into the game. Scarlet, when they do all these aggressive moves, they manage to get a lot of advantages. But still, they have Mooney here trying to get picked up, but still Hydra buys himself that
Look at the rotations coming on from
battle.
MG Odyssey here. It's pretty fast. I think that right now MG Odyssey has the advantage of this fight. Look at it.
Oh my goodness me, they do have it all coming in, but that build all coming from Gato Kacha clips every single one of these members from Scarlet, and Ozorveki gets 1 kill, double kill, as well as the Lunox taking down every single member of the side of Scarlet.
Look at
But
the
meanwhile,
meantime, Hurley pushing top line. Look at it. It's going to be getting this line right now.
oh man, the split push
It's
is
gonna
real.
yeah, it's really dangerous.
And now, yes, Sean has to back away, and
Sean does not manage to get that last story on top line, but looks like he almost got it.
yeah, now Ozorveki starts the Lord all by himself. Look at the damage output coming from Veki. He needs a little bit of backup though. You can see his health falling down, but he does have the lifesteal. He should be able to do so, but the rest of them are coming in. Look at
the
Scarlet.
map. Look
They're
at
coming
Scarlet
in.
coming
They're
in.
coming in.
This is
They're
gonna be
coming
dangerous.
into
This is
this
gonna be
fight.
it.
Oh, Rumble uses
might
ultimate
be able to
really
steal
early.
it.
Win goes into assassinate the bird, and now the knockout comes right through. And this will be the Lord being taken down by Ozorveki. Here comes the fight as they are chasing in. And that is a monster kill for Ozorveki.
And that's a double kill for MG Odyssey here. It's going to be the third.
Oh man!
It is going to be the third here.
Oh man! Double kill once
What a
more.
game today from MG Odyssey here.
Oh man! MG Odyssey.
Speaking of the gold, look at it, 29,000 almost to 39,000 and 26,000 gold here for MG Odyssey. Obviously has the control of the gold now, and comeback is always real, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, MG Odyssey just having a really good performance there. As you can see, Ozorveki tries to pull the Lord out, and eventually the rest of Scarlet runs right into the fight.
Look
And
at Chu's
this-
money. It's going pretty high, probably the highest. It is the highest, 8,326 gold here.
Yeah, like they could not find a way to stop Ozorveki because Veki was all the way at the back and he found himself in such a good position. And now that there is the Lord over the bottom side, Mooney getting burst down really low. And here comes the knockout coming in, flying up in the air. It's going to be Sean pop down real down low as it is a legendary carry right in front of their face, as it will be the next one to fall as the carry gets a double kill right now. That Lord pushed them all the way back, and it's only 2 more members left for the side of Scarlet. They are hanging on for dear life, but there is no Cho. They cannot go in with that easy pickup here. So this will be a good defense coming in from Scarlet once again as Mooney tries to clear up the top side as well. MG Odyssey over a bottom lane though. They are looking to actually this tower as well as the Kufra, and this is going to be an easy one. Going into the mid lane once again, MGO looking for the win. They do only have 2 members left, and here comes the Minotaur slowly spawning out, and one by one, all the towers are just falling down.
And choose on the way back to
Rumble! Rumble, can he survive? The damage is not enough coming in from the Harley, and now Raph's going in with a little bit of response. Asakura forced to actually pop the Brilliance away, and Scarlet survives for
rotations coming from MG Odyssey here.
And
that was a lot. They like almost ended the game. That was pretty close. But as well, Scarlet defended pretty well.
yeah, like I like what I see from MG Odyssey. They were coming from mid lane, top side, and then go back to mid, go back to bot, and they found the perfect window. Like
they're almost naked. They only have 1 turret left on the top.
Yeah,
that's all. Yeah,
and
Scarlet, like few hits left.
Yeah, looking into this, we've seen games where Scarlet, they were having no towers at all, and they still managed a comeback. Maybe Scarlet could still hold on into this as well.
They did it before. Gonna do it again. They'll do it again. I believe in that. Did you?
Yeah, I definitely do. But look at Vecchi. He could not even fall a single time, and he bought immortality in case if anyone catches him right now, he can still respawn and find it once again. Concentrated energy being bought there by Asakura as well. And now, Sean just trying to shove out this wave. They're looking for the top lane tower because now they're escorting the minion waves.
They're hungry for more turrets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Over on the bottom side, we see Cho ready for the split push. So they are just waiting to see where the enemies are. Rumble! 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 Can he survive? He gets bursted so low, but now Win hops right into the back, and now the Kufra gets the kill towards the support, and of course Mooney over a back. Hydra going in for a split push. Is this real?
What?
Oh!
Pretty good.
MG Odyssey wins with a split
push. The
push.
first win for MG Odyssey here, 1-0. Congratulations, guys.
That is just amazing, and we were so focused on his top side. Of course, we talked about Cho. He was waiting towards the bottom lane, and the moment that they commit to that fight, the moment that the Kufra jumps right in, they tell like, hey, we can still push them back, but they did not care about the
that was the bait. They were baiting on the top line, on the top turret. And Chu went alone. I actually noticed. I looked at the map and I noticed was pushing top. I was expecting that.
Yeah.
Twice in a day, guys. That's great.
Twice in a day, we see backdoors happening, and now the semifinals is just intense. As you can see, Ozora Vecchi.
Look at Carry's damage.
That's
39,000. 39%. That's almost half.
71,000 is way too much, and within 13 minutes of play, Ozora Vecchi, the legend himself, secures 10 kills and a KDA of 12.3. That is way too high. Of course,
great carry here coming from Carry.
Yeah, it's just an absolute monster. But let's have a look into the highlights. Let's break it down for me. Like, look at this. Like, over on the side of Scarlet, they managed to find a couple of good team fights at first, but this is where it all changed. As you can see, Gato lands on top of all 4 men coming into Scarlet. But meanwhile, over onto the top side, we see as much as 4 members are down, they are having a split push from the Harley, and this is where they managed to secure the Lord. It was very close, actually, coming in. As Scarlet, they almost stole it away, but they don't have the Retribution. They cannot do much, but they lose way too much of an advantage. And Leoborn, he was not there at all.
Yeah, he didn't do that a lot of damage.
Yeah, if Leoborn was there, maybe it would have been a different story.
Definitely.
But of course, this was the fight that we saw the Lord just stomp right in. And look, keep an eye on Ozora Vecchi. He's just in the middle of it all. He managed to slay that Harley, goes legendary, and still tries to take off last as well. It's so easy for him to get kills after kills, and he understands how Carry's mechanics work. So he just goes in auto attack, perhaps the second skill, gets some extra off as well, and Hydra, cheeky Hydra, ends the game just like that.
You gotta be kidding me on that move.
Yeah, and like, I didn't expect that they could actually get the win just by having
after
one
what happened today.
Yeah.
The Holocaust. Yeah, no, Cho.
The best part was all 5 members from the side of Scarlet was actually alive. So either one of them could actually went in for the defense, but they.
I don't think that any of them noticed earlier.
Yeah, they were too fixated and focused over on.
They fell into the bait, I guess.
Yeah, and of course, that was a great victory for the side of MG Odyssey. Now, going into game number 2 here, this is going to be really important for the side of Scarlet because we know them as the comeback kings. but can they come back from this really, really
They've done it before.
hard game? Because that was if even imagine you're a player, you're playing on the stage and you got such a big challenge here and suddenly you fall to a split push. It's really tough. But now let's hit into game number 2 between both teams. Scarlet now on the blue side. Meanwhile, MGRC will go on to red side.
What do you think they're gonna ban the first here?
Well, I feel like they should take away Lunox because Lunox is still a threat coming in.
2 of them play Lunks now, not one, not only the top global.
Yeah, even the top global, he didn't really take the
Yeah, he had a
Lunox
chance.
and still carry
Ooh,
was the main one
Esmeralda.
that's dealing a lot of damage. But Esmeralda is a pick that was being taken up there by Scarlet early on, so they
Now
will
they're
ban this
banning
from
it.
the game. And of course,
Your team
Kaya.
is
we see
banned.
Kaya being banned out very, very frequently. So Scarlet could still ban away the Kimmy, and of course, a couple other
Maybe they
options.
wouldn't ban Kimmy, but most probably yes.
Yeah, maybe they might want to try open up the carry here, or a Diggy ban would be great as well. Diggy has been played out a lot today, so
A lot, yeah.
I feel like it's still really tough to challenge that support early in the game because the kill pressure is way too high. Maybe they even want to take off.
Diggy.
Yeah, Diggy.
Man, you 99.9% right all the time, man. What do you eat every day?
I don't know. Like I eat Mobile Legends every day.
Definitely you do.
Yeah, of course. Now MGRCs has one more ban. Do you think that they're gonna take out something like Guinevere or something?
Gunner will probably be good.
Maybe a Grok because
Grok.
last
they're-
game,
Yeah.
MGRC actually banned out
Scarlet
Grok.
is the first pick here. They might go for Grok, yeah. They might ban Grok right now.
It's really hard to
Oh,
tell,
Chow,
but instead
yeah.
they go for the Chow, so there's no way of the Dragon coming into this play. But now Mooney has a lot of options on the table. Maybe they want to steal the Lunox away, but still, Kimmy was left out in the
like I
open.
said, yeah, Kimmy.
So finally, we do see Kimmy.
Who played Kimmy
play out
yesterday?
today.
Who played Kimmy yesterday?
Yesterday,
Back to
I
basic
remember
was
it
Carly.
was back to basic.
Back to
one
basic,
game,
yeah.
but it seems
They
like
lost the game.
it wasn't really much. Oh my goodness, we see a Hellcat coming in, and
Eudora?
Becky is going for Eudora. I'm not sure about
He's
Eudora though.
trolling.
Ah,
He's
yeah.
trolling. You gotta be
He's
good.
definitely trolling us right there, but still, we do see Eudora being played in the regular season of the MPL, but still, it's very dependent on your lineup.
It's international, yeah.
Yeah, because you can only focus on one enemy and try to burst him down, but if you don't burst him down in time, you're gonna have a lot of trouble. And now we see Hellcat Dark Knight
okay,
Falls. Maybe
yeah.
they're trying to do the backdoor thing again, because now that they don't have
They got a
Chow-
monitor.
oh man.
Akai is really good combo for Kimmy, I believe.
Oh yeah,
Early game.
I do think that is a really good combo. And looking into this, maybe they are trying to force MG Odyssey to actually go in with the Guinevere ban because they've already got so much of the knockups coming in, and MG
Leomore.
Odyssey looks for the Leomore.
Yeah.
Now going into the final 2 bans, what will it be? Could it be a Claude ban? I think they should ban the Claude because Ozorveki could still play a really good Claude as well. So maybe
They're gonna
may
go
want-
with Club because they already have a marksman here.
But there's
They're
still
90%.
Harith left on the table as well.
Yeah.
It's so hard because
They probably
play
want
everyone.
Harith here. They
Harith.
could use Harith and just gonna combo.
Oh man,
Ooh,
you
Lunox.
said
Is
they've
banned.
actually
Yeah,
improved
yeah.
Lunox, so it's still gonna be a really good choice for them. Now Odyssey has this sort of a ban coming in their way.
They're not gonna
Still-
ban Cloud here. They're gonna use Cloud because they already have a marksman. I don't think they're gonna go for double marksman here. Most probably gonna be banning here.
But to think about it, it's kind of hard to actually play the Clot in front of
Harith.
them because if you think about it, now that they banned the Harith, this will be a Clot pick here. But
Cloud pick.
but if you
100%.
go into the fight, it's gonna be
Ooh.
instead Gush.
Double assassins.
Oh man, I love
So
what I see.
no marksman in this.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be interesting
So yeah,
because
MG Odyssey has the advantage out of the game.
oh yeah, but Scarlet they will try to get the Selena as well.
Ooh, I love this
Guinevere. Now I love it because now we finally see the Guinevere and Minotaur combo, and the moment that the Abyssal arrow coming from Selena hits, the long range arrow will get them stunned first,
Yeah.
and then Minotaur can just jump right in, or Akai goes in with the combo, so it's gonna be quite efficient for them. But MG Odyssey now still has the Clot pick going.
Probably
for
they
them,
want to go
so-
for
Selena, your team is
another
picking.
tank.
Maybe not, but they've already got the Clot as a Yeah,
Kufra,
like
yeah.
Kufra could be a good option as well, but still, Grok has already been their solid front line. Maybe they just need a little bit more of that layer, and you can see that. Oh man, Lancelot!
triple. No, this is a troll.
Are you
This is
sure?
a
Because
troll.
they've already got 3 assassins on their side, and
I'm gonna love this if there's Lancelot for real.
Oh,
No, this is
oh,
a
yeah.
troll. This is a troll.
maybe not.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
troll.
back
You can't
in
go
the
for
troll.
triple assassins. Not enough buffs for them.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite
It's gonna
hard
be
for them to pull
really
it off.
struggling for Odyssey to farm fast, because they need assassins need to feed fast
Yeah, and
to
of
get
course.
those items and then go out on the field and fight. Otherwise, they're useless.
Yeah, of course. That's a
Double
good point.
assassins is already kind of much,
Yeah,
but
and-
there's no marksman, remember? So it's kind of fine for like early mid game. Maybe it's fine when it comes to late game.
Yeah,
Nah, MM is gonna win.
It's just gonna be tough. But of
It's
course,
gonna be
Scarlet,
tough.
once again, we saw the strength lies onto the late game, but Kimmy, not exactly the best marksman mage into the late game. Early game is where Kimmy shines the most. So
Yeah, late game is just
expect a
gonna-
lot of pressure coming from the mid Kimmy.
Yeah,
Now-
I totally agree on that.
Yeah, of course. Now we're in game number 2. Do you think that MG Odyssey will take 2 rounds in a row, or can Scarlet come in and draw the game?
I have no idea.
Oh man, it's
Both
really
of the
tough.
combos here are pretty good.
Yeah, and I like because they have the Minotaur as well as the Gunnar, and we'll hit straight into the battlefield. As you can see, Scarlet will be fighting for their lives here. A lot of boots have been bought out, and they will immediately go towards the bottom side to create that sort of pressure towards the side of the Leomord. But of course, Land of Dawn here has been having so much of a great battles coming in from all these teams, as Raph will be soloing the top side right now. Here comes Sean and Acid.
You see how
clearing off the
fast
way.
Kimmy is when it comes to farming?
Yeah, oh, look at the pressure. That is insane. But of
But
course,
early game definitely needs like somebody next to him.
here comes Rumble, bringing him down to 50%. Now, he's playing a bit dangerously, don't you think?
Yeah, that's so pretty aggressive.
And of course, he's still going in for the cam steal, but here comes Mooney as well as Win, slowly going towards the top
Scarlet
side.
doing the same exact thing what it like as they did the last game, playing aggressive early game.
Oh yeah, and I'm liking what I see. And now, stun towards the side of the River Crab, and they will get the crab over onto their hands. Meanwhile, Hydra a bit too late, but oh man, what do we have here? First blood already for side of MG Odyssey, and they managed to take that cow, turn it into a burger right into the early phases of the game. But still, Acid, I'm not
See
sure
how
what's going on.
fast that is?
Oh man, that's crazy. But of course, buffs after buffs. This is gonna be Raph alongside with Sean here, trying to carry off the game. But still, a lot of all these players from inside of MG Odyssey are just playing it really safely, just like how they did last game. And eventually, mid-game onwards is where they will start to look for kills. And speaking of that, this is going to be Asakura and Zoreki joining into the fight as the Grok will take that second kill for the side of MG Odyssey.
There's no 1-for-1 again.
Oh yeah, finally we do see the 2 kill it over on the side of MG Odyssey, but over on the top side though, it's a response of really good coup for bounce
Third
coming
kill
in.
as well for MG Odyssey here, and well controlling goal as well. This is a great beginning for MG Odyssey. They're not struggling as the first game. Looks like Kimmy going into trouble here. Looks like Kimmy's being chased by 3 players.
Oh.
Looks like Lemur goes in the ult, and they decided just to go away.
Yeah, it's just way too slippery. And oh yeah, like looking into how Sean is playing this so far, he understands his limits and he did not try to contest against them. And they tried their best to actually stall it all out. But Zoroveki now, he's playing the solo lane and he's already got that 2 assists. And of course, we talk about how strong his Lunox is. He showed us that he can play a marksman, and now playing a fighter, something that's really different. You can see this man is just so talented. As you can see, the turtle is up right now.
Looks like both of the teams trying to go for a turtle here, and I think like Scarlet's going to be starting it for us.
Yeah, I feel like they do have the advantage in terms of the numbers. They can start it, but still a little bit risky because they don't know where the rest of the enemies are. So Veki will take his sweet time. He's already level 5. One of the members heading
Look at Gushin level 6 already.
Yeah, Gushin getting as much as he can from the jungle, and now they might just collapse over the top side where you see Rumble. Rumble just running through, and of course, they give that Grok a little bit of respect. Yeah, over the
It's
side
like
of-
Scarlet just decides to not go for the turtle there. Trying
Yeah.
to give it up.
I guess
They don't want to start it first. They want the MG Odyssey to start it first and take it over from there.
yeah, I guess it's safer for them to do so because they do have a lot of control and the Ginnifer can actually hop right in.
God, Tang against Tang is just the fight never ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rumple does not care at all. He's like, okay, you can just tackle me for a little bit. But oh my, Hellcurt uses his ult really early, but it does not get any sort of advantage at all. Meanwhile, Sean over the bottom side is slowly trying to get the farm because Scarlet already losing 3 kills, so they don't want to lose more right now. So they're playing extremely safe, but now here comes Hydra getting himself ready as the side of Scarlet will try to secure that. And oh my goodness, the damage from Asakura is just insane. That beautiful assassination over onto the Kimi was just fantastic as Scarlet tries to get this turtle in the way. Rumple just trying to do a little bit of a disturbance there, but still, bottom side, they got the turret destroyed. And still, MG Odyssey, they might lose the turtle, but they gain more in return.
And Kimi was taking out early game as well. That is not a good sign coming from Scarlet.
Yeah, and totally. And
Look at Gushin going level 8 already.
oh man,
Probably
even
the highest.
top side as well. Look at Win. He's trying to go for the setup, and here comes the Selena doing damage to this Grok, but the Grok does not care. Shout in once again, killing spree for the Gushin on for the bottom
dominating.
side. And man, Asakura is such a good Gushin, man.
Yeah.
Looking into how he just
Could be the top global.
yeah, he might just be a top global
He
Gushin.
might
We
actually
don't
be. We
even
don't-
know
yeah.
right now. But MG Odyssey have absolute control. Look at Momo. He's getting pushed back. Meanwhile, Win uses his ultimate to run away. Beautiful wall coming from inside of Rumple, but cannot actually stop them from retreating right now.
We haven't seen any kills coming out from Selena or any engagements coming from Selena as well.
Yeah, I feel like as a early game Selena, you can actually do a lot just to create the chance.
Yeah.
But they're not really rotating all too much, and Scarlet playing a little bit way too safe. They should
Way too
find a chance.
safe.
But speaking of that, they finally found the golden opportunity as Mooney
As
gets
the
first
first
kill.
kills, yeah, for Scarlet here, 5 for 1.
Oh man, Acid using the flicker to run away, but here comes the collapse once again. Asakura getting stuck on the wall, but it will be the Grok taking down the Selena, but the wind dance is beautiful as they manage to take down the Grok. As you can see, Momo will be the next one to
This is
fall.
the 7th kill for the 3rd kill for Scarlet as well. 6 for 3 looks like Scarlet going for a turret on the top lane. Holocaust hitting towards that top, but it's kind of too late.
Oh, look at Ozorveki. He managed to save the Gushin, but here comes the damage. Ozorveki still applying that pressure, slams into the
Gonna be
wall.
shot down.
And that is just a dead Guinevere right there. Man, Veki is just amazing.
Amazing.
I gotta say that is a beautiful stun going over onto the Gushin as they pick him up. Mooney's still looking for another one as the Abyssal Arrow does not land over onto Ozorveki, but still good
Scarlet,
replies coming
yeah.
in from Mooney.
Scarlet now going for the turtle now, and Selena gets the first kill.
Oh,
We're just
yeah.
talking about it, not throwing those stuns or and getting any kills and engaging. And the first engaging gets a kill. No, that was the second. She was shot down a few minutes ago, I guess.
Yeah, and, I think that it was such a good move. At least
Yeah.
they find a way to actually come back into the game. And Acid here bought himself that Athena shield as Rumple slowly chunks out all these minions over the mid side. Now, I think that mid game onwards, Raph could actually do a little bit more. Now that they're all separated, I feel like they need to be going into the fight as a 5-man. Meanwhile, Rumple getting himself chunked down low. The damage output coming in from Kimi was a lot. Maximum charge hitting to his side of Rumple, but here it comes with using the wind dam.
Oh gosh, it's
Stuck
gonna be
on the
taken out
wall.
for the first time.
Asakura could not do anything at all. The
That was
Gushin-
great. Gosh, was level 10 here. He's the
Yeah.
highest in the game, highest gold and highest level.
But
that
he
was
could
good
not
moving
do
from
anything.
Scarlet.
Yeah, but that catch, yeah, Scarlet uses the ult, and of course, Win catches him one more time. Here comes Acid, spots out Ozorveki, 4-man over a boss side. That's Abyssal Arrow.
That was
almost
super close
had
to
it.
hit that stun.
He read that stun. He just moves a little bit backwards because it could have stunned him if he walked straight in the line. But here comes Rumple, slowly backing away. 45 seconds to the First Lord, and here comes the rest of Scarlet charging into the jungle, looking for the buff, but that stun lands over onto the Ozorveki. He has to run away. Phantom Steed, and now getting stuck into the middle. It will be the Guinevere using the Vine Rectum to take away Ozorveki's life. Meanwhile, Rumple using the wall tries to run away, and that is a really good work. coming in from Scarlet members.
And it looks like
Meanwhile,
Kimmy's gonna be taken
oh,
out
man,
by
top
Hulker,
side.
and that's a great kill.
Oh, man.
the patience.
The patience
I was just
definitely
about to
paid.
say that Hulker. We've never seen him on the battle yet.
And that is just a really big move coming in. Over the top side, we see a split push coming through, but it will be him, the Hellcurt actually getting a little bit of advantage. But now we go on a little bit of a pause. So we do apologize for a little bit of a technical issues. I believe that the players are having a little bit of a lag or latency issue, but still, looking into the game, Scarlet finally fighting back. This is a good sign for the side of Scarlet, don't you think?
Yeah, I do think that Scarlet now kind of starting the comeback, maintaining the gold. But there's still MG Odyssey has a bit of control on the gold.
Yeah,
like a few thousand ahead, 2 or 3,000 ahead.
Yeah, they've
It's kind of small advantage they have right now. It's all about Lord now. Lord has like few seconds to be spawned, and it's all about now who gets there.
Yeah, that's true. And of course, looking into how MG Odyssey is playing, they are a little bit overzealous, or we could say that they are overextending a little bit. Sometimes they think that, hey, I still got the lead, I could play aggressively, but one by one, they get caught out. Like in the jungle just now, even Ozorveki on that Leomord, he got stunned by the arrow, and immediately on
his jungle side, which is not expected much. But yeah, Scarlet's being more aggressive now.
Yeah,
started being more aggressive.
It's such a great sign coming in from the side of Scarlet, and now you can see that they're fighting for their tournament lives because they cannot give this game towards the side of MG Odyssey. MG Odyssey, if they take this one more, they will go into the grand finals, and they've played so hard, 512 teams, and they have to face this one more before they become the top two in this whole
Speaking of
tournament.
struggling, who do you think that struggled the more, Scarlet or MG Odyssey?
Of course, Scarlet was...
Scarlet.
Yeah, like even earlier on, we saw the player that was playing Cho. He wasn't really having that much of an advantage early game, but now he switched it up. Raph managed to pull it back all together and have a lot of solid runs for himself. Now that they're playing as a team, as a unit, they are having better movements, and of course, all the combos that they can pull off, Minotaur plus the Guinevere, is a really, really deadly combo. But now, looking into this fight here, it still could be going either side. But in terms of map control, MG Odyssey is still winning in terms of map control.
Towards.
Of course, look into all the players here. I would say that a lot of players have their eyes focused onto Ozorveki for very good reasons. He knows how to play a good mage. He knows how to play a good marksman. But now, jumping into the Leomord, I see him struggling for a little bit, don't you think?
I do, actually. He's not a Leomord player out there, but he's trying to be.
Yeah.
And here we go, back to the game. Looks like 5 more seconds for Lord to be spawned here, and most of Scarlet players members are headed towards bottom, and here we go, heading back towards mid. Looks like MG Odyssey's, most of them are mid, going for that turret. They are getting that turret here. It looks like they're going towards Lord. Do you think they're gonna go for Lord now?
I feel like they can bait the Lord, but they should not commit
Bait,
to
yeah, it
Lord.
would be actually great bait right now.
Yeah, because Kimmy right now has to clear the top side wave. So one member from the side of Scarlet is already occupied. Meanwhile, Veki managed to buy himself that endless battle, more firepower for the Leomord. As you can see, Scarlet already starting over onto the Lord right now. This might just be a bait.
Hulker is very far from the whole battle.
I think that he just wants to go for the split push, and here comes Mooney, and the rest of Scarlet is prepared for this fight. Here comes Veki as well. Phantom Steed used, but it does not get to use his ultimate right now. It seems like Ozorveki struggling to actually get that, but MG Odyssey steals away the Lord. It is a bad news coming in from the side of Scarlet. As you can see, all of them are forced to retreat. Only the Guinevere as well as this Sean left alive. Meanwhile, MG Odyssey, they may have lost Ozorveki, they may have lost Hydra, but they gain a lot more advantage, taking in the Lord.
3 kills for MG Odyssey, 2 kills for Scarlet for the last fight, and plus Lord for MG Odyssey. That was great. That was unexpected. That was kind of a mistake from Scarlet doing it, going for Lord that fast. I thought that was gonna be a bait, but obviously that wasn't. They were trying to actually go for it for real, and they failed like we're all seeing just now. And it looks like Goshen trying to farm a little bit, maintain more gold here before Lord comes in. Probably is going to be the end of the game. Probably now. Still have a chance for Scarlet to come back. They've done it before. They could still do it again and again.
I feel like they can escort the Lord, but over on the bottom side,
You're going to get more turrets, yeah.
Yeah, they are trying to go in for a little bit of a split push coming in from the side of MG Odyssey, and this is just a level 1 Lord, so they should be able to actually take out the Lord, but still pressures mounted towards the side of Scarlet. Meanwhile, free push from the side of Hellcat over
Split
the
push
bottom
from
lane.
Hellcat as well, yeah.
Yeah, and mid lane should be an easy peasy work for the side of Gushin as well. The Lord is down, but now 2 towers instantly being secured from the side of MG Odyssey. Oh my, Dark Knight Falls coming in, but he does not get any sort of kills here. But he does get that sort of movement speed to join the rest of his team. Over the top side though, Ozorveki almost getting caught out here. Win trying to look for that opportunity to use his Wind Dance to push him back, but still he overcommitted and has to back away. Now MG Odyssey looking to crash over the mid lane as well. Hydra waiting for members to come on. And this might just be some good chance here as they spot out Win, but still, it's too hard to actually start a fight against an Akai.
Scarlet really looking for into a fight because they know right now it could be great advantage for them to fight and get some kills and try to clean up the lanes in the meantime, and probably go for a little push there because they need it the most right now. Don't you think so?
Yeah, I think so too. And now that wall is just pretty efficient coming in from
Look
the
at
ground. Of course,
look at Rumble
he does
alone
not care.
there.
He's
He
just
doesn't
buying a little
care.
time.
That's what it's like being a tank.
Yeah, of course.
You just want to be the base and hey, waste all your skills on me.
Of course, looking into that, the Grok does have the retribution in his hand. I mean, like, it's an execute actually on the hands of Rumble. So this gives him a little bit more potential for a damage output as well. But still, 1 more minute for the next Lord, and they are trying to secure this push. Over on the bottom side, you can see that there is the cushion. Meanwhile, Sean
Look at
by
Leomar
himself.
trying to farm while the other
sorry.
members just playing time here.
Yeah, and he does not really need to care too much. He just takes as much farm as he can from the jungle
possible,
as well.
definitely.
But here comes the Akai.
So MG Odyssey stays like a step or 2 ahead of the Scarlet team here. Looks like more minions coming from the top lane towards the Scarlet's base, and looks like Scarlet in a bit in struggling moments right now.
You can see Scarlet just hanging on for dear life, don't want to commit any sort of mistake at all. They are staying inside of their base. Meanwhile, 20 more seconds, we see the Lord and Hydra making sure that he secures a little bit of that crap. Well, of course, now looking into itemization, it's just a lot of great items over on the hands of the Gushins. Concentrated energy, as well as Tome has already been bought alongside with the Holy Crystal, Calamity Scythe as well. But still, this is going to be quite a challenge for them to walk
look at the
into
gold. 8,000 gold difference between Scarlet and MG Odyssey. Looks like, of course, I mean, obviously MG Odyssey has the full control of the gold and the map as well.
Oh man, look
Look at Hydra trying to hide in that push. Looks like going for Lord again. Do the duet again. Looks like Scarlet coming in. Here trying to steal the Lord.
Room, and here comes Acid here. That having enough time to actually finish off the Lord. So they will give the Lord. They know that it's too late. So they don't want to commit and go all the way in. But still, they're actually pulling it back. And I don't know, they will finish it off still whatsoever.
They're trying to get more kills, if I'm not mistaken here. Trying to get 1 by 1.
And instead,
Momo
Momo pushes all of them back. Kufra with the Tyrant's Rage. That's to find the Kemi. And now Leo Moore will finish off the...
And now it's like Scarlet in the biggest trouble here because most of their damage is down here. Kimi and Selena. Wow. Just like, wow. MG Odyssey now has a huge advantage to end the game right now.
Yeah, of course, not having Selena is a really big news coming in for some of these members. But still, Becky charging into the mid lane. This will be Phantom Steed being called out. And Becky running through every one of these members as he finds the Guinevere. The kill will go on around the side of the ground. But now they're looking for the win. MG Odyssey
This is going to be the second win for MG Odyssey here.
GG, well played.
For 0, well played.
Man,
That was
that was just insane.
amazing, insane, whatever you want to call it. It's
MG Odyssey You see
Hot game.
Becky calling the shots, going in for the fight, and they immediately storm right through and got 2 games in a row. Of course, a lot of props over on the side of Ozora Becky for taking in a lot of damage and dealing a lot as well. Hydra, most kills for his team, but not enough. But still, this has been a good game, well fought from the side of Scarlet. Scarlet tried their hardest, but too much of the advantage and objectives actually given towards the side of MGO. So it's just too hard to deal with the Lord push.
But look at the damage coming from Selena. It's the highest.
Yeah, and of course, as much as the damage is the highest, it's not enough still coming in because that last fight, they got picked off once again. And a lot of times, they actually managed to catch out Selena, especially in this
Selena's damage is individually, so that's why it does not affect the other enemies at the meantime. So that's
Yeah.
why it's kind of hard to play Selena out there on the field, even though that damage is pretty high. It's not just about being the highest damage, it's also being fast at it.
Yeah, and of course, when Scarlet actually clump out as a team all together, they managed to get quite a number of kills, but still, the first Lord that was
The first
taken...
one was stolen.
Oh yeah, it was just stolen away as Scarlet
With 3
actually
kills.
attempted it, but still, after that Lord steal, they actually managed to clip so many more from this point onwards. This was the second Lord, they got the Lord already, and here comes the Leomord just creating opportunities after opportunities. They push Wraith away, and there was just no damage being done by both the Akai as well as the Minotaur, and immediately they go in with the game. And
That was kind of fast ending game as well. Scarlet did a lot of mistakes there. What I think like the biggest mistake they have ever commented today and yesterday is that them being super aggressive and overconfident. Not overconfidence. I mean, early game they go for early fight and they keep on losing. Even though yesterday they kept on coming back.
And of course, that was it for the first set of the semifinals. And now we'll go on a short break. And when we come back, we'll come back in with the second semis.
Team
And
Impunity and Absolute.
yeah, of course. You stay
Two
tuned.
scary teams. I'm scared.
Yeah, now we'll see what they have in store. But before that, we'll go on a short break. And when we come back, we'll bring you more ML action.
The Dragon Lord is here.
First blood. You have slain an enemy. Shut down. First blood. We still have a score. We still have a score.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Thought to miss you? Another ticket.
Let me clear the way for my master.
You have slain an enemy. Launch attack. You have slain an enemy. Double kill. I can't fly. Monster kill. Keep on smiling. Legendary. Keep on experience. Don't trust the next problems. An enemy has been slain.
Feel the fire of rage!
Godlike.
Yeah! Feel the fire of rage! Feel the fire
Unstoppable.
of rage!
found out. And goes Serious a wild shot into it. A great output. Look at that. Akai is actually the first guy. Young Overton tagging onto him. Engage onto Kai. They want to go for it. And oh, the wild shot doing so much. He has the Young Overton. He's doing so much damage. And here comes the Go Mimi. He's doing it. But look at the base. They're losing the team fight. They're losing their base. Azorak doing what he can. Suna is there. The Lord is there.
All right.
And we are back into our second semifinals. Are you guys ready? Because we will have Team Impunity versus Absolute. But of course, my name is Contra, here with me.
And my name is Ray. Target, Ray T Target. Don't forget to like
That's
the page
right.
and like his page as well.
Oh yeah, of course. All these matches here are brought to you, presented by Moonton. Now,
We've gone through a lot, and then the last step for the semifinals as well. This is gonna be Team Impunity against Absolute. It's gonna be really scary. What do you think? What do you think?
well, I think that we will have an epic, bloody battle between both of these teams because
A lot of blood
they-
gonna be spread around.
Yeah, and both of these teams are from Singapore. And we've already seen MG Odyssey going into the grand finals here. We have to congratulate them for being the top two. But of course, we want to have a look into the bracket on how things are going to go. So MG Odyssey now will be the first team in the grand finals. So grand finals will be happening tomorrow.
Base of top five. Base of five. I mean,
Yeah, so
this is gonna be long, and
it's
this is
going to
gonna
be totally different as compared to
Yeah,
today. So
it's
best
gonna
of
be-
three is kind
yeah.
of different. But of course, now we have Team Impunity versus Absolute. Both really strong Singaporean sides here. Now, of course, we see Impunity. They have a very good front line. And of course, one of their key members are Nash Gaming, who is really, really popular in the scene so far. He plays a lot of fighter yesterday. He plays Leomord, and of course he can play some Chow as well.
Neymar was going far, dominating all the time.
Yeah, and so of course, like we've seen a lot of great Leomord players throughout the tournament so far for MDC Season 2. And if you guys are wondering, what is MDC? Mobile Legends Diamond Challenge Series is an initiative that happens every 2 months, of course, where you can register and play online with some of the best across Malaysia and Singapore. And so far, we have 512 teams participate in Season 1 as well as Season 2 onto each season. So we want to see you guys for Season 3 as well. So make sure you guys sign up if you guys are interested to compete and have yourself running for that $3,200 prize pool. Now, we will have Absolute as well as Impunity here playing it a little bit more. So players are getting ready. But of course, Ray, are you ready for this one?
Well, it's born ready for this one. The last match for the semi-finals gonna come now. Team Impunity against Absolute.
Yeah, of course.
This is what I've been waiting for. This is what I am guessing today for this match specifically.
Oh, specifically
Yeah.
this match. We know like both of these guys are really strong when it comes to team fight, and they know how to make great decisions. And I'm looking at Impunity here, and I'm a big fan since like a long time ago. Impunity have so many different teams in different sort of esports titles. Now they are in Mobile Legends as well. So they're taking the baby steps and they're joining the MDC. Who knows? They might be the next one to actually play in maybe the MPL in the future. So I want to see some of these guys actually come up out of all these tournaments. And this is just one of the steps that they took. And I think that Team Absolute as well, they have been having a little bit of struggle fighting against Fruity Warrior, but they still finally find themselves back into the board here. And now challenging Impunity is no easy task, but I believe that with the right mindset going into this game, they will be able to actually go in and maybe perhaps take a win or two.
Yeah, they were dominating. Impunity was dominating against Red Force. Will it be dominating against Absolute Team?
Oh yeah,
we gotta have to find out that.
Yeah, and over here onto the earlier game that we saw today in the first best of 3 in the quarterfinals, Absolute of course, getting the first game off on the hands, but it was FW Foot Warrior coming in with a really sneaky backdoor coming out of that Hellcrit. But still, game number 3 itself, it was more like a stop coming in from Absolute, because Absolute finally found the way to actually close out the game, and now they're here. And I feel like there's so much more that they can actually achieve. But being into the top 4 position, they have already proven themselves that they are one of the best out there. And I feel like if any sponsors want to pick out this team, they can do so as well.
Yeah.
So as we wait for them to slowly join the lobby and continue on with the game. Now, I feel like Impunity here, you have to look out for some of these amazing characters. They play a lot of good Lunox yesterday as well. So
yeah.
I think that Lunox is something that is heavily contested.
Something they need, yeah.
And even Absolute knows how to do it.
Absolute and Impunity, they both play Leomord, don't they?
Yeah.
They're both good at it.
Yeah, so I think
They're
that
gonna be fighting for Leomord and Lunox as well, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, these 2 picks are heavily contested. We also see the league being played out, so won't be surprised if they actually go in with a ban or pick. But we will go straight into the draft, ladies and gentlemen, as we will see Team Absolute challenges Impunity in this one. And now over onto the first ban here. We won't want to find out, will it be another KMA ban or will they leave it out in the open? It's about time that we see some different sort of drafting coming in from the side of Absolute, but they will ban this Kaya just like that. Impunity goes in with a Kimmy ban, and of course, now Absolute has to actually get one more ban in the way, and what will it be?
Lunox? No, I don't think it's gonna be Leomord, maybe. They might be fighting for it, not banning it now, banning it for the next one.
Yeah, perhaps
maybe
so.
Cloud?
Cloud could be a good option as well.
Yeah.
They can actually take out the
Grok. If they don't want to go with Grok first, they could ban Grok.
Or maybe Esmeralda. Esmeralda could be a good
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah,
here we go.
speaking
You're
of
always
that-
right, man. You gotta tell me what you eat every day and drink.
Oh man, I just had like a couple of I don't know,
Mobile Legends,
energy
yeah.
drinks, and of course getting myself hyped out for this one.
yeah.
Diggy, one staple pick for the Singaporeans, and now going into the first
It's
pick.
gonna be Grok?
Grok, Lunox.
Can it not be Grok for one time? Like,
Could be anything. Could be a Clot as well, but
could
still.
be Lunox.
If they go in for a Clot, you can still counter it with a Barrack, so it's a really risky pick. So Grok is the safest one that we have on the table. But Impunity, maybe if they want to play a little bit of a knockup comp, they can go for Minotaur and Guinevere. Maybe.
Yeah.
They can actually do so if they want to, but still a lot of options left out there. They can still take really hard hitters as well. Now, looking into Team Impunity's lineup, perhaps they should go for Hellcrit as well. Hellcrit is still on the table.
Lunox and Cloud. This is huge.
Oh yeah, this is a huge AoE damage. You know, like the moment that they open their out at the same time, it's just damage output all the way through in the team fight, and still Absolute needs to find a way to actually reduce the effectiveness of this push. So maybe they can go for Belleric if they still want to, so that they can reduce the damage output coming in. But still, Absolute, they want to get this party picks. Maybe a Chow could be pretty useful as well, and they will go in for that. Man, they are kind of greedy, don't you think? Because there's so much of tanks and fighters and knockups here. But now, Team Impunity is looking to actually get themselves into
A tank.
But
Akai.
yeah, Akai would be great because like we can push the Minotaur
They might
away.
want to leave Akai for later. They want to go for something now.
I think they should get it now. because
Impunity is gonna be banning most probably carry.
But it will be a Kufra on the
Kufra,
side.
not a bad choice. Kufra is also considered a tank, isn't it?
Yeah, it is somewhat of a tank, and it's something that they can actually rely on to actually catch people up. But now, Absolute needs to find a lot of these aggressive picks because they've already got all the tanks and fighters in farther away.
They're gonna ban Goshen if I am not mistaken.
Maybe they should, but still, Reminiscent here
Leomord.
can still play a lot.
Leomord.
Yeah, Leomord is definitely the one
Leomord.
that will be banned now. But over on the side of Impunity, they can play a
Carry.
Tamas. We've seen them play Tamas before, and Perhaps
again,
they can
perhaps.
actually go in for that. But looking into the last ban here, I think that they should ban away.
A marksman, which is gonna be carry.
Yeah, they should ban away the carrier or something like that. Or better yet, ban away the Guinevere because you've already got the
Guinevere,
Cho.
yeah.
You already have the Minotaur. So if they should ban it off here, right there.
Your team
Now,
is
this makes a lot of sense because if they let it through, it is too dangerous. So they will just remove it from being played. Reminiscent now will go in with the pick for the side of
Thomas?
Team Infinity. Thomas, yeah, would be a
Great,
really good
yeah, or
option right
Gratian
there.
also.
Question is not too bad as well, but is one tank going to be enough? That is the question here.
I think they're gonna go with Akai.
Maybe.
But right now they're gonna go with Thomas first because they already have 2 tanks. They're thinking about it smart. They're not gonna go for a 3rd tank in here, so they
Yeah.
can leave the last pick Akai for the last.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense as
Yeah.
well now that you think about it. And over on the other side of the Absolute, maybe a Kagura would be pretty good. I'm just thinking about
It's a
Kagura.
mage?
It
Yeah.
could be a really safe pick still, but Selena is
Harley's
on the table.
open. Harith, Selena,
Carry.
Carry.
Like
They
you
should have
predicted.
banned carry.
Yeah, but still,
Guinevere is more dangerous. Yeah.
yeah. Looking into this, they will take.
Harry.
Oh man, it looks like it's a double Machman. Of course, Harith will deal magical damage instead, so it will be quite a combo to begin with. So they need to actually focus from the side of Impurity which one to take out first. Should they take out the Harith first, or should they take out the carry?
For early game, I think they should focus on Harith.
Oh yeah.
But for late game, carry is gonna be
Oh, man, is
dominating.
Is that what I think it is?
Oh,
Is
is
that
that?
what Johnson-
Oh
Is
my
that what
god,
Johnson-
we haven't seen it today.
Oh man, like this is just.
This is gonna be like a
Fantastic.
lot aggressive.
Oh man, I want to see how he's gonna play out
No,
that Johnson, but still he's switching it around, and this will be a battering
Johnson has
insane.
changed lately. He used to be better, and they're used to shield and whatever.
Well, yeah, of course, our production team was
And the
like
damage.
looking forward for that Johnson, but still, they were just like, man, they were upset about that, but still, Battering is getting that sort of damage reduction coming in, so it's still kind of all right, and I feel like Team Impurity will have an overall better experience in terms of team fighting, but now down to the wire here.
The security game is about to start here.
Man, of course, target. Absolute. Do you think Absolute can take game 1? Absolutely?
Absolute. Nah, Team Impunity sounds more. I mean, seems more security to me.
Well, I do have faith onto them, but of course, we'll have to find out as the draft is ready. We'll go straight into the Land of Dawn, and we'll see whether or not Absolute or Team Impurity will take the first game.
Singaporeans.
Yeah, you can see,
Like
Singaporeans,
yesterday,
and
yeah.
they are so friendly all the time, and that's
Lot,
why
like
I
a
love
fun.
them. Like,
Yeah.
of course, this is just a great show of spirits coming in. And now, here comes the Minotaur hopping over on the side of Nash Gaming, creating a little bit of a problem there. But oh my, he took one shot from the tower.
Yeah, he's like almost down to 50%.
Yeah, now Quarter Boys, Reminiscent, Fee, and Sabo tries to get the buff. This should be easy as cake. As you can see, Absolute doing the exact
Some members
same
are gonna
thing.
go for that buff. Well,
Yeah.
that's being. They're being thieves.
Yeah, and then
That's all the
nothing
game
but
about,
just teams
yeah.
here. They will steal all these waves as well.
Oh, yeah.
So same sort of tactics coming in from both Impunity as well as Absolute early into the game.
But as well as Impunity standing from the top.
Yeah, and,
Yeah, so it's pretty much the same thing.
the Damien just waiting to get a little bit of that EXP. He knows that he cannot go out at all. The moment that he steps outside of the middle of the section, he might just get caught out, but still, over on the mid side, you see Kufra alongside with the Lunox here. So Diablo getting a little bit of catcher. Quantum Voice being brought back into 70%, and now Reminiscent tries to deal as much damage as he can. Red Diamond Force being popped out from the side of Diablo, and immediately
Early ult as well.
and Reminiscent, I'm not sure if he should just, keep the ult or just use it, but he's just playing it a little bit safe. And now Absolute have their eyes over on the side of the turtle, but Quad of Boys getting clipped out already, and that will be a Minotaur just running for his life over the top side. It will be the Chow getting the first blood for Team Absolute. A little bit of a movement here.
Will
coming
they
in
not
from
go for a
Diablo.
cloud here?
Oh man, like
Going for a turtle there, definitely.
yeah, it's
That's
definitely
probably
easier to get.
yeah, the smartest call ever right now.
Of course, having 4 men there, they will secure the first turtle of the game. Build a wall over outside of Reminiscent,
What a great
forced to
wall.
pop the ultimate and tries to run away for his life. But here comes the rest of Team Infinity as Cloud goes in, kills off the Grok, and Montichi will be the next one on top of the double kill for the Lunox. And will this be a triple? The Nolan Fury over onto 4 members there as they manage to pick up that kill. And here comes the reply coming in from the Harif as well. But the Harif has nowhere to go, and this is an early advantage for the side of Impunity as they fought hard and they find their win.
That happened pretty fast. It was like 4 kills for 3 kills.
Yeah, like I felt like it was a little bit of a hiccup there coming in from Team Absolute. They tried to actually get the kill onto Reminiscent on that Lunox because he's okay, there's no ultimate. We can try to find a way to kill him off. But as much as that was just the case, the rest of the team from Team Impunity went around and just stopped them on the tracks. Absolute had their members just crushed. And the earliest one to fall was actually the carry, so there's not much of a damage output coming in. And they have to rely on Diablo. But speaking of that, Quad Boys looking for another pickup. That is another easy kill in the hands of the Lunox.
That is bad for Team Absolute. Lost their early game.
Of course, over on the mid side, we see a little bit of a tussle there, but still top side. 1 free tower, but Impunity will try to go in with a little bit of that exchange as well. Here comes Rollcom. Oh man, Sabo has to run for his life, but Damien goes in with a beautiful shimple, but Sabo jumps back off and seems like he will have that sort of a help coming from his clone of Dexter, but Damien is not done yet. They are looking for a kill, and now Fee has to pop the ult, reducing the damage coming in from the Chow. But here comes Squad of
Fee taking
Boys.
a lot of damage here. It looks like he keeps
Oh,
going.
he
He doesn't
missed!
care, but he misses. Yeah.
He misses the ult. He could have rammed into the wall, but
Yeah.
that was just 1 split second away. But here comes Damien once again. He does have his health back up, but now over on the mid side, Nash Gaming trying to push out the wave, but he has to respect the Grok that's in front of him. Here comes Damien trying to look for a knockup. He finds the Kufra, knocks him into the Salmon Force, and here comes the carry, picking up the kill. And now Audio Brilliance has been popped away from the side of Reminiscent, and now this is going to be turtle number 2 on the side of Absolute, and they have no replies at all. And here comes Fee, and now Diablo trying to get a little bit of that setup down. But oh, what? The battery! Use that one skill.
Yes, exactly. How did he do
How?
it?
How
did
in
he
the
do
world did Valeric stole that?
The team out the Absolute, they needed it. They needed. Look at the goal. Like they are kind of losing here in the goal, and Team Impurity's kind of ahead in the goal. They needed that.
Yeah, now Nash Gaming trying to fight off all team members, but
Thomas
he
take him down,
almost
yeah.
survived.
He almost
One more
survived.
hit.
He almost kept it.
Yeah, and of course, Team Absolute, they're finally finding themselves back onto the lines once again, and they are trying to close the gap. In terms of goal, it's not too different. Maybe
Not
like
too
500
different, yeah.
goal.
It's two scary teams against each other. What happens?
Yeah,
It's
of
gonna be
course.
hard to movie watching it.
And looking into how they actually stole the turtle once again, it's just unbelievable. I could not imagine Belric, of all people, does not have that much of a damage, and he's a tank support.
Yeah, good for now. He gets his Athena shield. He can probably go for more battles here. 48 more seconds for the total. Looks like Absolute is trying to stay on the mid lane close to the total. Looks like again Impurity going for a little bit more jungling and around the total here. Oh, looks like Joe on the top got in a struggling here, trying to get away, trying to escape.
Sabo still on the
Yeah.
chase. But Damien, you can see that the damage coming in from the cloud is just a lot, man.
Yeah, early game alone. That's very rare.
Yeah, of course, now here comes Diablo looking for Quad Boys. Quad Boys knocks him up in the air. This is a really good push, but Diablo gets him Salmon Force out. This is a 3-man knockup coming in with the Minoa Fury. Minotaur doing a lot of hard work, but it's going to be Quad Boys pushing them back with the Tyrant's range as Impunity only loses 1 member, and that is enough from the side of Team Absolute as they try to march themselves forward into the turtle they go. They lost the second one, but this time around they have the firepower and they want to make sure that they do not get stolen once again.
Absolutely. Not twice in a row. You don't do the mistake twice.
Yeah, like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But of course...
But what do you think about the mistake? I think the mistake that Impunity did it there, there were only 3 members against 5 members and didn't even think about it. Thomas was on the top and then Claude was on the top, bottom as well. And that was the mistake that they didn't know, they didn't expect to be 5 of them in mid. So, yeah.
Yep. Of course, I felt like they definitely could have rotated a little bit better as well. Like seeing how Impunity slowly giving a little advantage here. But oh man, they are going in for a progressive play. Quarter Boys getting knocked up in the end and will be the first one to fall. Looking for Fee as well. He pauses a little bit, but Nash giving out of position. This will be the second one to fall coming from Team Impunity. But Sabo going in with a blazing duet. They manage to take down that Minotaur, and now Reminiscent goes on a chase. Meanwhile, this is a 2-for-2 exchange, and you can see both teams are now equal in goal.
Yeah, eco, literally eco. Team Absolute. Just scary.
Oh yeah, and of course Golden Staff being bought from the side of Sabo. While the brilliant marksman player coming into this matchup here. As you can see, Monchichi buying the Golden Staff as well. Here comes Reminiscent with the concentrated energy. Meanwhile, Royal Comp slowly trying to get the buff over on the side of Monchichi, as he is the highest level in the game right now, 11 levels alongside with Reminiscent. But of course, the fights have been balanced out, and of course, Fee trying to run for his life, giving him a little bit of a root, but still, we still need a lot more items coming in for the side of Diablo. He does get 3 kills so far, the one with the highest kill in the game for the side of Team Absolute, but still 4 kills in the hands of Reminiscent. He's been doing such a good job as a Lunox.
Yeah, now they come back with the gold. They're almost pretty tight, but if you want to speak about turrets, of course, that Team Absolute has 2 more turrets ahead. And that's a bad sign.
Yeah.
They're thinking about pushing more.
Yeah, of course, other than that, there is the Lord back up online. And of course, this will be the first Lord of the game. Monchichi tried to dish out as much of kill. And that Quantum Voice knockup was beautiful. Here comes the elements coming in from Sabo as well. Lunox getting that Order of Brilliance out, but it's going to be the Claude being taken down first from the side of Absolute. And now this is Reminiscent getting slain away. And this looks bad for Impunity as all 4 members are trampling through. And Ash Gaming coming in from the back looking for Royal Khan, but he is a little bit too late. And they manage to secure 4 kills to 1.
I think this is the moment to go for Lord right now. Tom is alone solo defending right now for a few more seconds, and definitely they're gonna go for Lord. Yeah, they're starting it. They're gonna get Lord. They're gonna try end the game here, and it looks like Tom is heading towards Lord.
Yeah, I think he can try.
He can try.
But still, do you see the Chow trying to zone him away? This might just be some damage being lost there, but still, they're buying a little bit of time, but they will be able to take the Lord.
And they probably should fall back here. I think Chow a bit of trouble now. This is just fine.
Yeah.
Should probably go back to base and heal up.
Yeah, and now looking into
Monchichi. Both of them are going back.
Getting as much items as they can, and now
Absolute. I think Team Impunity can defend Lord pretty easily, but the question is, well, the thing is they're gonna be losing more turrets here, and Team Absolute is gonna be getting more gold. It's already 4,000 ahead.
Oh man, like now looking into that, of course they won that.
They have the advantage right now.
And of course, advantage given because they got the Lord, they got 4 kills in the previous fight, and now they're going to use this all to the advantage, but still, they cannot underestimate Team Impunity. They can still hold on to this, and Quantum Boys, oh my goodness, getting bugged by the war, Beautiful Wild Charger over on the side.
Are you kidding me, Gord?
And now, Kufra, first one to fall, and all these members from Impunity has to fall back. This might just be the game-winning fight that they're looking for, and here comes the Minotaur, looking for the Minotaur Fury, and the ult coming in from the side of Fee will negate a little bit of damage, but they are just focused on taking down the Lord. But meanwhile, Damon doing a lot of dirty work over the bottom side, takes down the tower as well. Only 2 more towers left in the way over the mid lane here. Monchichi will take 1 more down, and one last one might just open out the whole map for the side of Absolute. Damon looking for the opportunity, in with the Jit Kendo, and now it is Absolute clearing up all the towers in the way. And here comes Sabo coming in with the blazing duet as well, bringing down all these members down. But that is a beautiful knockup over onto Impunity. But still, the pressure is not over yet. Reminiscent getting caught in between. Sabo has to run for his life, but it's not going to be enough. 2 members down. Where are their carries? This is Jit. And Team Absolute does not have the minutes to actually defend, but there is still one more wave. Nash Gaming trying to hold on as long as it can, looking for Machichi, but the damage is not coming in from Diablo. The horror is just popping up and stall, and Diablo looking to end the game, does not care about the battery. This is it. Absolute, another insane comeback as Impurity is losing out one game. Absolute is on fire.
I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. Absolute with the first win here today.
Man, like, we give a lot of hype to Impunity on the lineup, how great it is, but at the end of the day, it was all down to execution. We see excellent map control coming in from the side of Absolute, and look at Diablo, 6 kills, 11 assists, Thunderbelt, Lightning Trunkin, every damage coming out from him. I gotta say, Harif, they gotta deal with this Harif.
Yeah, they gotta ban him next round or take it.
Oh man, like, of course, let's have a look into the highlights right now. As we look into the early game, we saw Impunity having so many good kills, like double for the side of Lunox, and even here, they managed to get that beautiful knockup coming in from the Minotaur, but still, they still get a lot more in return. And Impunity, with this fight, they got 5 kills in total, and a lot of good attempts, but still, Absolute, they got the first turtle, but second turtle, they lost it to Impunity with that battle rate.
Yeah, with that single skill coming out from him.
Yeah, and like we saw a lot of
he just walked around and took it.
Yeah, like Absolute was actually stomping them through, and I gotta give credit to this Minotaur here, because every time the Minotaur goes in, he catches at least 3 people in their fight, and a lot of times Reminiscence was the main person in charge from the side of Impunity to deal damage, but this was the fight where Kufra was caught, and because of the wall that was put up from the side of the Grok, which blocked him from going back. But look at every one of them go. This
was the first fight where when Team Absolute started taking control in the game, because as you saw, early game, Team Impunity was controlling the gold, the kills, and everything, the turrets, and suddenly after one fight, Absolute just taken over.
Yeah, they just absolutely took over, and even like the Lunox and Claude tries to run away.
Yeah.
There was still so many stuns on top of them. They could not even run away for their life. Fee tried the best, and
look at Nash here. He would have probably got the 3 kills, but the damage was a lot coming from Absolute here.
Yeah, I felt like maybe Nash should have cleared that minute right there.
Yeah,
and eventually, after that, tried to go in.
That's a mistake, yeah.
Yeah, so they give a little bit more room for them to actually collapse onto it, because it became a 3v1.
Yeah.
And it meant immediately the Tamis didn't really have enough of the defensive items to actually soak in all the damage. Well, of course, Absolute actually had a magnificent game number 1. So now looking into how Impunity played this one out, they know how to fight, but they lose out a lot of map pressure, don't you think?
Yeah, I do actually. Map pressure, yeah, they did. Early game they were controlling, like I said just now, and when it started going to mid game, they just started losing control in the game and the gold, and absolutely the Team Absolute showed us something today.
Yeah, of course they are.
And that was
taking
kind
that
of fast game,
and eventually they managed to close out the game. Now we're going into game number 2 here as we head straight into the draft. Now, Impunity over on the blue side here. Maybe this might just be something different, but instead of taking that Lunox, they're banning it away. Now,
that's why.
Maybe they have something up their sleeve, so
probably
something that's
some
really
different technique.
Yeah, I think so too. But of course, Absolute here. Maybe they might want to ban out the Grok, because now Impunity is over on the blue side. So something different will come out of this draft here.
Kimi is always being banned from all the matches.
Yeah, I guess like this is somewhat of a favorite ban or pick coming in for both Singaporean teams, but still, Absolute here is just a little bit more careful onto how they want to play this one out. But Impunity, I feel like if they want to take out maybe...
You're gonna be right, I know.
If they want to still take out Esmeralda, they can, or they can force Absolute to ban out Esmeralda. Then Impurity can actually take Esmeralda. Here.
Yeah, they have the first pick, so I don't think they want to ban Esmeralda.
Instead,
Guinevere,
they
yeah.
ban out Guinevere there, so whoever gets Minotaur does not actually matter, so you cannot juggle them out in the air. But of course, Absolute here. Now we'll have one more ban in the hand. They have to think whether or not should they actually ban out things like Grok, things like Diggy. Diggy is still a worthy ban coming in, so
Could
maybe,
be banned.
Maybe it will be banned.
Maybe.
So
Maybe Grok.
Kaya could be an option as well.
I think Grok more because they don't have the first pick, and every single round, Grok is gonna be first pick. Yeah, they forced them to pick Esmeralda.
So
What do you
Esmeralda-
think, Grok? It's
Well,
not gonna be Grok. No, it's gonna be Grok. No, it's not gonna be Grok.
Well, I
don't
think
know.
most likely it's gonna be Grok. But still, if they open this up from the side of Absolute, they could get Diggy. They can actually get
Diggy, yeah.
so many other options as well. So, yeah, this is a Grok.
Grok.
So, Fee's definitely gonna lock it in. No doubts at all. But here we have Kaya, we have Diggy. They can pick either one. They don't need to take two of it. So taking one is good enough.
They could
So
go for
maybe-
Kaya and Chu at the same time.
They can go for Cloud again.
Cloud
maybe.
again, yeah.
Yeah, I think Cloud will definitely work
That's,
well.
yeah, man. You eat Mobile Legends a lot every day.
Yeah. Of course, now over on the side of Royal Comp,
Oh, Diggy, here we go. Something
something different,
new,
something brand new,
different, yeah.
it's fresh off the block. And I think that it's going to be important because now it doesn't really matter because they got the Minotaur right
Kaya
there.
and
They know
Chell.
that they can just cancel out on that Minotaur. So Kaya's a better pick because the moment
Yeah.
you just lock them down, you can just do something about it. So Sabo has a lot of decisions to make. Maybe they might want to go in with something that has a lot of damage. So
Carry.
speaking of that, carry will be picked up. So I
I'm
don't
not
want it to be banned away in the second
I'm not
phase.
satisfied of watching Selena's gameplay today, to be honest. We have only seen Selena playing once today.
So you want to watch more of that.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a Minotaur on the side of Absolute right there. But still, looking into this lineup here, Team Impurity could possibly ban out the Leomort because if Leomort lands on the hands of Absolute, it's going to be quite dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
So like taking it off could be quite a good choice.
Because Team Absolute is gonna have the first pick again here. They could possibly go for Leomort. Probably gonna ban Leomort.
Now just
What do you think about Goshen being with Absolute right now?
I think that if Absolute takes Gushin, it will be great as well to try to find a way to burst down.
Wait,
the
Holocard is
tower.
open.
Oh yeah,
Could
Speaking
be
of that,
anywhere.
They still have to ban one off, so maybe they should actually ban out.
They're not gonna ban Leomort. They're
They
gonna pick
can't-
Leomort.
They can either go for Leomort or carry once again. So maybe if they do ban Leomort, they can go with the Harry pick.
They're gonna go with Leomort now.
Yeah.
They're gonna go 100%.
100% because they ban out the Taverns. It
Taverns,
means that
yeah.
it's like, okay, I'm gonna have an easy
Yeah,
lane.
that's
Leomort it
obvious.
is.
Yeah.
So now, Impurity, 2 more picks.
Goshen.
So you said that it will be great on Absolute hand, but looking into Team Impurity's lineup as well, I think that they've played the Gushin before yesterday, and of course now they can actually find a way to actually dive all the way, look for that Claude, and try to get that sort of a kill. Or better yet, go in with a little bit of split push as well.
Yeah.
So
Goshen is pretty good at solos, pushing, split pushing, and yeah.
now we see a Ruby coming in. Now I like
Insane life still here.
Yeah, and of course you can also pull people back, and I think that this is
The ult,
actually
yeah.
good. Like, but the thing is, like, do they have enough damage though? It's all depending on the Gushin as well as the carry. So this is somewhat of a late game composition or mid game composition because you need
No,
them
this
to
is
get the
this
ult.
is mid. This is mid game.
Yeah, of course. But Team Absolute looking for the Kadena. Absolutely love Kadena here because, like, even if let's say you want to pull the Kadena using Kaya's Divine Judgment, you can immediately just use the ult and go back. So it's just pretty easy. But they want to go in with Harif once again. So now they do get the Harif alongside with the Cloud. They will split this sort of priorities here. So now, Absolute or Impurity? Which one will you pick? It's a tough one.
Absolute.
Absolute does look pretty good.
I
but
mean,
still,
for early game, it's definitely good for Impunity, but for like early game, if it goes to mid game, it's definitely good for Absolute.
yeah, and like looking into this,
Like after the minute 10, it's gonna be starting to be bad for Impunity.
yeah, I feel like Team Impunity here, they've
They gotta end the
Change
game
up
as fast as possible.
yeah, they try to get a little bit of that early pickup because they got the Cho, they got the Ruby as well, so they can actually go in with a little bit of good setups as well.
Cho,
Wait,
banned.
oh yeah, it's a bad one, so I'm sorry about
They
that.
got
of course.
Kaya.
They got the
They
Kaya
got
to
Kaya and
actually
the
pick
other
people
ones
off.
banned it, yeah.
And now we'll go into game number 2 for the second semifinals here. Impunity versus Absolute. 2 Singaporean talents here have to battle it all out to get themselves into the grand finals here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the MDC Season 2. And now we'll find ourselves that grand finalists as the ones who win this game here will go in to face off MG Odyssey.
Looks like no friendly chat here.
they wish good luck, have fun in the first round, but now it's like, you know, it is serious business
Yeah,
now. They
serious
want
business.
to actually go out there and absolutely dominate their opponents here, as Reminiscent will be sent up top side playing that Ruby. Now, this is the first Ruby that we see throughout the tournament so far, and of course, it's okay for a Ruby to just solo farm for the early rounds, but I gotta say, the moment that the Clot has it all is gonna be so challenging for the
yeah.
Ruby to actually sustain.
Especially Cloud is a range hero, so Ruby is more like physical and close range. And it's not gonna be easy for Ruby to lifesteal.
Yeah, look at Fee getting the first blood. That punch was absolutely powerful. And now Impurity getting that lead, taking out some of these camps as well, as Fee gets that big advantage as
The
a
first
rock.
blood as well for Impunity here. Did they even steal that buff?
They didn't steal the
They
buff,
didn't
but they
think-
got,
they got the kill, yeah.
It was quite
And the
insane.
first blood.
I didn't expect that burst of damage coming out, honestly. But look at Damien trying to actually hold on for dear life. But it's going to be Impurity getting another kill.
Second
this
kill,
is 2 kills off back to back. And now Monchichi going in for the reply, looking for Reminiscent, but Reminiscent will back away. And this is just going to be absolute clearing off the way. But not enough minions for Impurity to actually push off the bottom side of the tower.
Look at Team Absolute, all of them hitting towards that turtle as long as they seen that Team Impunity hitting to it.
Oh,
Looks
yeah.
like Team Impunity rotating.
Yeah, Impurity trying to push
Trying
them
to be
away.
careful, trying to play it smart here.
And they will get the control over onto the turtle pit. And here comes Fee in the middle of it all. Royal Calm tries to go in with the Minor Fury, but he cannot find the right targets right now. Reminiscence is right in front of his face. And now this will be the Gushin slaying off that Harriet right there, as Minotaur also looks for a kill over on top of the Ruby. Nash Gaming will return one to fall as Impurity gets so many members eliminated, and Absolute coming back into the game.
3 kills and the turtle as well for Team Absolute. That was great. That was good. That was smart. They played it well. They didn't like go straight towards that turtle. They didn't even start taking it. They were just trying to check on it, and then they pretended like rotating. And they got it eventually.
Yeah, like
with 3 kills.
they
That
were
was
so
kind of smart.
patient, like,
yeah,
they
the
waited.
patience from Team Absolute obviously is strong.
And of course, we saw the Ruby getting caught out alongside with a couple more members from the side of Impurity, but still, Impurity is struggling to defend as well. As you can see, 3 members from the side of the bottom lane will be able to secure this River Crab, and Monchichi just opens up the ultimate here. Oh man, almost getting caught up. Now,
Yeah.
I'm surprised, like, he actually used it really, really early.
Yeah, probably just to get away and escape.
Yeah. And of course, Nash Gaming here, trying to pull a little bit.
Kai's
of a
on the
move.
way to mid,
Yeah, Kai.
so he's Learmord.
They might be able to catch on to this Lumor here now. You saw this move.
Nah, he's
here.
alone. He's alone.
Oh man, this might just be a good catch here. Quad
Oh
Voice
my God,
immediately
this-
pulling him back with a Divine Judgment. Here comes Fee chasing him through, but this Grok won't be able to get much at all. But here comes the reply coming in from Absolute. They're looking to actually bring that Grok down to low health, but still no kills whatsoever for both sides.
That was a great catch, but the Learmord's teammates came right away, like from nowhere. Look at the rotations, how fast it is from Team Absolute. It's definitely fast.
Yeah, and of course, like, there's not enough follow-up. If they do have more members from the side of Impurity, they could have killed the Leomord.
Yeah, that's what I said before Kaya altered on Leomord there.
Oh yeah. And
There
here
wasn't enough damage to kill Leomord. If there was, they would have been dead.
Yeah, and of course, coming in from V once
Turtle
again,
resurrecting
this is
soon.
going to be Team Impunity slowly trying to find a way to start out. And oh man, Diablo finding himself into a really good position. He's looking to actually catch the little V, but this will be a free kill for the side of Harif right there.
Now I believe Diggy is really useful.
Oh yeah,
You can't escape from
He
Diggy.
pulled him back, but speaking of pull back here, Damien gets killed off just like that. Gushin managed to pull himself a kill, but that turtle will be in the hands of Absolute once again. 2 turtles in the way. And now look at the side of the Diggy. He's trying to go in with the pull, but here comes the perfect timing. Ult coming in from the side of the Diggy as well. Harif gets the kill over on the side of Ruby, but here comes. This is going to be Gushin in the middle of the fight, but he managed to pull himself back. Bro, come popping really low, but he has to flicker away, and that wall will have to force Monchichi to deal with this grab right in front of the face. Team Impunity still trying to struggle here. Oh man, one more auto attack. 2 auto attacks could have brought him
would have
down.
been down, yeah.
Man, but still, really good fight.
That was brave coming from Carry. All after that, rotations coming from Absolute. Carry kept going in, trying to get that one more kill for the team.
Yeah, now Monchichi is slowly turning into that late game beast.
Yeah.
1 kill, 3
It's
assists.
the first level 9 in the game, yep.
Yeah, and I want to look into the items right now and see what's really up there because Tilo Shield has been bought there. By the side of Minotaur, meanwhile, Quad Boys over on the mid side here, still taking a little bit of sweet time here. Oh, Quad Boys almost getting caught up, but they're looking for Fee. Fee gets a punch over on the side of the Diggy. Diggy pulls him back. But can they actually commit to this fight? Beautiful knockup over on the side of Nash Gaming, but this is not going to be enough of follow-up. But Fee will be taken down there as the Cloud finishes the job there alongside with so much damage coming in from the Harif as well. Monchichi gets absolutely deleted right there, and there is no more Cloud left. Can they go in with the push? No more minutes, and Absolute has to back away.
Team Absolute here going for bottom lane, trying to go for that turret.
Man, I was speechless as well. Like you see all 4 men and he's still in the jungle.
Yeah.
So he got picked up right there. And oh man, one more hit over on the tower and this will be Absolute taking it down. But still,
Team Absolute right now going back for that turtle. It's a good time for it. But look at it, Team Impunity following them right behind them for that turtle.
Yeah, like now over on the side of Absolute, all 3 turtles now trying to be secured as Diablo tries to give him a little bit of a helping hand, but here comes Fee just walking through, but that's going to be an endless battle there coming in from Carry, and this 3 turtles definitely help Team Absolute in terms of goal. Looking at the goal right now, 21k to 16, and now one more tower will extend the goal lead once again. Here comes the Salmon Force, and that will be a free kill for the Silent Harris as it goes on a mega kill. Quantum Voice will be the next one to fall, and here comes Monchichi with the blazing the wet. Nash Gaming has to run for his life, but it will not be enough as he cannot escape. This will be the carry, finishing off that Harris, shutting him down, but Monchichi is still on the front. Meanwhile,
Look at this play push from Leomard.
Oh man,
a bit late. He would have
Yeah.
gone for it.
It could have been a really good push though.
Yeah, a really good push.
But
They're
overall,
only left with 5 more turrets.
Yeah, I feel like they
Kinda
from
too
the side of
early
the
for
community,
that?
they lost control. Like
No.
now, Absolute just completely having so much pressure everywhere to go.
Will it be 2 winning streaks for Team Absolute here, or is it gonna be 1-for-1?
It still could be anyone's game
Yeah.
still, but still Impunity still finding that window. I feel like they need the Lord. They need to steal it away.
Yeah,
or else
they need
create
45 more seconds here. Cloud is on level 11, going so fast on farming as well.
And of course, Team Impunity, maybe they want to get that top lane tower right now.
They should. I
course.
think that picking up Ruby, that wasn't really great. Wasn't really great option. They had like a different option. They could have gone for. What do you think they could have gone for, other than Ruby?
I feel like they could have gone for, I don't know, like
Assassin or something.
they still need another solid fighter or tank. So I feel like they could have gone for maybe even Gacha would be good to actually reach the back lines, but
Yeah.
still it's gonna be really hard for them. I think Mincetar is actually the best option because you can stop the Harif or even try to catch him off, but now that they do have the Lord spawn up, this will be absolute starting onto the Lord immediately. This is the first Lord. Still, the Quad Boys looking for the catcher as they are getting prepared. Diablo opens up the Diamond Force, but it's not going to be anything at all. But here comes the fight as we see Royal Kong in the front as the Lord has been slain away from the side of Absolute, and instantly Leomord stomps right through. Quad Boys gets melted down alongside with the Kaya. This will be bad. And now Damien stomps into the fray. This is just absolute dominance coming in from Team Absolute.
3 kills for Team Absolute. Harith, are you kidding me? 6 kills already. 10 minutes. Oh my god, this is really going pretty fast for Team Absolute.
They're looking to end the game
Having
as well.
full control, and now they're taking one more last mid turret here, trying to go for the base, or waiting for Lord.
And there's just
They're not even
cracking
waiting
towards
for
the-
Lord.
Yeah, they're cracking towards the bottom side. The Lord is still marching on his way, but now Quad Boys alongside with Fee trying to actually reply. They are all being caught up in the mid lane here. They are about 50% health, but still, they can still stop the push coming into the way. Over on top side, there is another minion wave coming through, but still, Team Absolute does not care at all. They say, you know what? We have the Lord. We can actually push in the mid lane as well as the top lane.
Yeah, they have like 2 different ways to push, and look at the gold. More than it is 12,000.
Yeah, like
Well, that's a lot.
There's a lot.
Is it
of
gonna be
gold here.
double?
Maybe or
Half
so.
double.
I guess like now the goal doesn't even matter anymore. As you can
Doesn't,
see,
yeah.
the wall being brought out from the side of Fee. It's trying to stop all these minions from coming in. Diamond Force being piled up, and it's gonna be a lot of pressure coming in. Minnow Fury knocking up Fee, and this will be a dead Grok in their hands. Killing spree for the side of the clock, and now Reminiscent trying his best to defend.
And
Storming through, Nash Gaming trying to hold on to their life, but this will be wrong call alongside with the little one to
guys
end
in the base, and this
the
is it.
game. Team Absolute crushing the 2-0 victory, and they will be your grand finalists as Team Impunity will be knocked off from the fight, and they will face MG Odyssey.
What a
Team
game.
Absolute. Team Absolute, I just gotta say, this is phenomenal.
yeah.
And I gotta say, Absolute just completely deconstructed this team coming in from Impunity. They saw like, oh, they've got a lot of stunts, they got so many of all these things, but still, it's just Absolute understanding their limits, understanding that they need to prioritize on a lot of all these objectives. They managed to secure all 3 turtles. They got the Lord as well. Then they get towers after towers. But I gotta say, look at Royal Kong. 1 kill, 40 assists. That military is doing so much, and still MVP goes to Monchichi, though he gets all these kills and damage in hand. But it is a great
Still
team
Goshen. Look at the Goshen's damage. He's the
Yeah.
highest in the game, but still they lost the game.
Yeah.
It always has to be this way. The highest damage is in the other team,
Yeah.
the loser side.
It's kind of sad for them, but of course, it's so hard. You can't focus onto either one. It's either you get Monchichi or you get the Harith right there. But we see a lot of fights early on. Of course, this was the first turtle, which actually gave them that sort of momentum, and they came
The
back in
first
the game.
advantage they had, yeah.
Yeah, of course, and they just dove right in for the fight. And even so, like, Quad Voice was in the front line, and the rest of them are so separated coming in from
Look
Impunity.
at Cloud, how aggressive he goes in the back.
Yeah, it's just so hard for them to deal with. But Sabo actually tried his best. He actually dished out a whole lot of damage as carry. But eventually, this was the Lord being taken out immediately. They go for Reminiscent, the first person to fall. So the Ruby, well, I felt like it wasn't really all that effective. So they could have actually exchanged that for something else, like you said earlier. But this was the final fight there. They finally got the Grok. Eventually, they found Ruby as well. Immediately deletes all 3 members, and only Nash was alive alongside with Sabo. Sabo, he was pushed all the way back because of Damien. You see,
They just focus on the base, didn't care about the kills at all.
yeah, they don't really have to care about that.
Yeah.
And that was just perfect display of understanding what the priority is. So Damien, he just run through like a horse and just stampeded through all these members there. But now let's have a look into the brackets for the Mobile Legends Diamond Challenge Series Season 2 playoffs.
So tomorrow is going to be the finals at Scarlet against MG Odyssey. 2 scary teams as well here.
And
So I'm talking about the finals here. MG Odyssey and against Team Absolute here.
man, it's
What do you think?
It's really hard to tell because both teams here, you see, 2-0 victory against Scarlet. MG Odyssey won the game. And Team Absolute as well. 2-0. So tomorrow, Absolute versus Odyssey, Malaysia versus Singapore here. This is going to be huge. This is going to be
super huge.
the
This is going to be
big
like
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. MG Odyssey here, having Ozora Becky to lean on. Can he pull this one off for our team, or will the rest of Team Absolute? You can see time and time again, they understand all these team fights so well. And of course, now that we are at the end of the show, this is just the final match that has already been concluded. Congratulations to Absolute once more for going into the grand finals. But of course, from Target and myself, we have to thank you guys for tuning in throughout the whole night. So we wish to see you guys here back tomorrow. And if you guys miss out on any action, don't worry at all. We'll have the replays and of course all the games available on Facebook once the stream is over.
You gotta teach me how to eat Mobile Legends.
Oh yeah. So tomorrow you're gonna do a lot of predictions, my friend.
Yeah.
So yes. Any words that you want to say before you end the show?
Guys, make sure you follow our pages here, right to Discord Target, and
ContraCast. Yeah.
I already followed it.
Oh, are you sure? I'll go back and check. But of course, thank you so much, and we will see you tomorrow. This is Contra alongside with Target signing off, as this is MDC Season 2. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
And of course,
ganun yung mga ano, sina
ganun.
Jeff Cutie.
Sabi ko, ganun na rin tayo.
Oo, nagbibilang pa sila. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Totoo yun, totoo yun. Secret jutsu.
Ano na isusulat yan? May science yan.
May science.
kumbaga.
May sensya.
Oo. And then, eto na, meron tayong draft para sa ating game 1.
Si Claudine ang binandito, Kuya Wolf.
Tingin mo, feeling ko kaya pa rin ng iba dito tapos Grok from Aether Atlas.
Yung kaya, ban na talaga ngayon eh, no?
Oo
Napakasakit din kasi ng mga electric bombs. Kung
Basta may
isipin.
kayang-kaya.
Kayang-kaya.
Yan, Kuya Manjin.
Totoo. Op! Pero eto si Kuya Doggy talaga ang kakaiba, no? The playing coach.
Oo. Hindi, pero ano lang siya,
Tamang support.
Pickers, kumbaga.
Oo. Ayan ang pwede naman kasi mag-draft eh. Kumbaga, ganun kalupit si Kuya Doggy. Aral na aral
Oo.
ang mga teams dito. Pero eto, si Grak ang binan. Like what you've said, Kuya Wolf. Pwede tayo makakita dito ng carry dahil syempre, carry na lang yung pwedeng may potential na marksman sa mundo ng ML ngayon. Kumbaga, tatlo lang ang tinitignan eh. Claude, Carry, tsaka Kimi.
Claude, Clary, Kimi. Puro K. Eh, di pala. Si pala si Claude.
Oo. Tama.
Pero actually, si Kimi, more played as a mage siya. Hindi siya masyadong pinipili.
As marksman.
As marksman.
Totoo. Tignan natin dito kung anong ban nilang. Kaya ang ban dito, eliminating the potential pick-up. Kahit level 3 pa lang, pwede na kasing gumerang kaya. Kimi naman, para sa side ng Aether Atlas. So open ang harit natin dito, Kuya Wolf.
Meron akong teorya kung bakit mas pinipili ng mga tao na hayaan na lang yung Harit kaysa sa Kimi. Kasi may difference sa dalawang Imba heroes na to, Kuya Manjin. Si Kimi nakakuha ng Tore. Si Harit, hindi niya kaya mag-take ng Tore.
Tama. Tsaka si Harit kasi dito, sisipain mo lang.
Palayo
sa Zaman Force. Like, kaya gaya niyan, for example.
Black Magic.
Black Magic mo lang, wala na siyang kapangyarihan.
Oo. Siyempre, si Cho, Minotaur also being considered by Aether Atlas. Which means that Archangel, kung ituloy ito ng Aether Atlas, makukuha yung Leomord ng Archangel. Or Camus. Or katulad nung pinakita nila before, pwede sila mag-Leomord Hellcurt.
Oo.
Na saktong-sakto.
Magandang combo yun, Kuya Wolf. Ang tawag doon, the Tusok Brothers.
Tusok Brothers.
Leomord Hellcurt. Pero eto, sinasabi natin, Kuya Wolf, eto ng ritual. Ang full boss ritual.
Tamus, Hellcurt, Tamus, Leo, ganun.
Pero Leo.
Leo mo na, Kaya pa.
Ay, pili.
Baka kasi mag-tank sila din. Kasi baka maubusan din sila ng tanks.
Pasok pa ang Guinevere dito, Kuya Wolf. Palagi na rin pinipili ang Guinevere fighter natin. Napakagandang sustain game at napakalayo ng distance ng kanyang spital migration. Second skill. Meanwhile,
hala ko ba Psycho Ball?
Psycho Ball, yung
Iba
kapag nakaskin. Nanisigaw, Psycho Ball! Mga ganun. Kaya yung mga Guinevere users dyan,
Psycho Ball.
Feeling
ko Aether can secure the Leomord this time. Kakarin na sila dito. Okay lang, it makes total sense naman kasi against all of the tanky targets. And syempre, at a certain point, yung carry kakayanin niya kasi yung Tamus.
Oo.
Suka pa siya ng anti-spell anti-life
Kapag gumawa ng endless battle yan, okay na siya. Gucci buff na siya. Tsaka golden stop. And of course, the burst damage nung kanyang true damage na light wheel mark. Napakasakit against sa Tamus. Ang Tamus, mataas ang HP. So, percent damage kasi yung true damage niyan Kaya, lugi. Kapag nag-late game.
Pero syempre, for Archangel, kanilang shift in focus dito, hahanap na sila ng way para makakuha ng early game advantage over Aether Atlas. Which means na they might go for Leo.
Leomord.
Binan na nila yung Hellcurt this time. For Aether Atlas naman, I think yung next na target nila dito is look for a mage na pwedeng targetin si Harit. I'm looking at Lunox for Aether Atlas na pwede nilang piliin.
Lunox ay magandang combo, Kuya Wolf, with the carry. Especially dalawa yung magiging dilemma mo sa likod, sa backline. Kasi yung carry masakit yung physical, tapos meron ka pang magic damage. Pero mukhang Lunox ang ibaba na actually nila.
Sila yung nagban ng Lunox?
Sila ang nagban ng Lunox, Kuya Wolf.
Wow.
Well, masakit ng Lunox ngayon. Piling-pili din siya sa mga sa mga rank games.
At saka pwede rin siyang side lane, tapos isa rin siya sa paboritong ko din na Archangel. And nanakawin ng Atlas ngayon ang Leomord. Sa bagay, kasi pag nakakuha ka ng double mage na Harith tsaka Lunox, tapos meron kang carry, lugi yung carry talaga. Kasi talagang kakarnihin.
Karning-karni talaga siya, hindi siya makakapwesto. Kasi mahabol siya Meron kang chrono shift, may dash out, may dash in pa yung Lunox. So anong gagawin ng carry mo kahit mag-phantom step ka? Aabot at aabutan ka.
Eh na, si Madam.
Yun yung sinasabi natin si
Si
Madam.
Madam. Nilabas na si Madam.
Si Madam Gwen.
Oo.
Si Gwen Stacy. Gwen Esports.
Gwen.
Sige.
Wala na eh.
Wala na eh.
Yun na yun eh.
Ayun
Gwen
na yun
Esports.
eh.
Gwen lang
Esports.
malakas.
Gwen lang malakas.
Gwen Kufra. Pero hindi, may ano na sila dito.
Nako,
eh.
magandang panguli ang Gwen kay Carry men ha. Promise.
Oh, Lolita pa rin.
Ang ganda ng lineup dito
So
ng
mga Lolita
Archangel.
sila dito para meron sila additional na lockdown. It's all about lockdown para sa Archangel.
Oo.
And imagine mo lang pag nahuli ka ng lahat ng mga crowd control ito tapos merong Zaman Force.
Oo, men.
Huli ka talaga.
Huli ka talaga pero di ka kulong.
Kulong ka rin.
Tama. Kaso ang dilemma ko dito, Kuya Wolf, puro lockdown para sa side ng Archangel. Yung burst potential lang nila dito ay bandang late game pa. Kumbaga yung early game ay mararamdaman natin kay Harit. Pero kasi yung Guinevere sa huling parte pa ng laban, mapipil yung kanyang mga mga violet requiem.
Tingin ko bandang mid-game. Imagine mo lang na tatalon sila ng tatalon. Hanapin nila yung carry.
Pwede.
Kaya nila
Oo.
Kasi nakita ko na rin kahapon, Bernie Sports naman, it was against the SGD Omega. SGD, sobrang laki ng priority nila sa paggamit ng carry. At
Oo,
lagi
oo.
lang inaabangan na tumalon yung carry. Pag nag-phantom step na kasi,
Wala nang no choice.
Wala nang no choice. Tatalonan. Ang daling,
Mahuli.
technically madaling makahuli talaga yung Gwen. At mukhang mag-execute talaga siya. Hindi natin sure.
Pwede.
Pero pwede rin na,
Kasi kaya rin siguro siya nag-execute, Kuya Wolf. Yung passive niya kasi nagre-rely sa mabilis na normal. So
tama ka naman.
So kailangan yung masakit kasi kay Gwen yung Psycho Ball eh.
Psycho Balls.
Yung
Ingat ka ng saglit, pwede kang talunin ng Aether.
tama. Pakilala na muna natin Kuya Wolf para dito sa side syempre ng Archangel. Makikita natin si Kenji will be using the carry Kripzu as the Minotaur LeBron.
Aether Atlas.
Aether Atlas pala to. LeBron ang Leomord, si Ognimod ang gagamit dito ng Cho at si Changu ang Kagura.
Sa kabila naman,
Archangel.
ito ang Archangel, si
Oo.
Lusty, ang ating Akai, Rio sa kanyang Gwen, si Kiluash, ating Thamus, Jeff Curie Forever with the Highlight and Jay sa kanyang Lolita.
Medyo mainit to, Kuya Wolf. Si Kenji ata ay napilitan maglagay ng Purify para kahit paano maiwasan yung lockdown. Yun nga yung pinag-usapan natin kanina. It's all about the lockdown dito para sa side ng Aether Atlas.
Pag na-layer nila properly yung kanilang mga crowd control. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng layering, Kuya Marjin? Ibig sabihin yan parang yung magsimula muna yung something like Zaman Force muna. Tapos tsaka nyo gagamitin yung Numinous Blast, tapos tsaka papasok si Akai, tapos tsaka papasok si Rio. Parang ganun. So layering, ibig sabihin, hindi nyo pagpapatungin mismo.
Kumbaga, yung mga stuns nyo, kumbaga 1 second yung stun mo, 1 second yung isa, dapat saktong 2 seconds yun.
Correct.
Oo.
Yung pag-proc ng carry with the passive, kaya niya talaga mag-blow up na kahit sino.
So, yun nga, ladies and gentlemen, si Aether Atlas pala dito ang ating red side. Ayun, sila pala ang merong carry. So, medyo delikado nga dito ang side ng Archangel. If ever, kahit yung mobility dito ni Harit, huling-huli ka eh.
Let's see, for Archangel naman, they have to make the space para dun sa kanilang carry. Ibig sabihin yan, kailangan nila, hindi porke given na lalakas yung carry kapag may farm, hindi ka magiging passive na sila. At ito na ang Psycho Ball.
Psycho Ball! Ayos ba yun?
Kaya napakahirap katapat sa lane ng isang Gwen, Kuya Manjin.
Oo, men.
Dahil sa fact na sobrang long range shot.
Ayan, tumama na naman dito yung Spital Migration, pero tatlo sila napakakunat din. Kuya Shin, ni Kuya Rio, Numinous Blast on 3. Huli kayo, tatlo. Huli si Kuya Lebron dito na Psycho Ball. Oh my G.
This is Archangel actually getting so much. 2 kills pala. 3-man Numinous Blast na nahuli nila doon.
Sakit ng Gwen talaga. Yung setup ng Gwen yung delikado eh.
Iba din talaga kasi para pag tinalunan mo siya, pwede siya tumalon palayo sa'yo, tapos may maiiwan pa doon na masakit din.
Oo, men.
Tapos, pwede pa siya mag-initiate sa malayo. Ito, napilitan na nga si Ognimod na sipain palayo yung Gwen para lang makaligtas. Kasi ang kati talaga yung nito, na presensya man lang ng isang Gwen.
Yun nga, pare.
Presence pa lang niya, sakit na.
Presence niya kasi level 4, medyo medyo makunat-kunat din pare. Tsaka akala mo mage pero she's under the fighter class sa mundo ng ML. So alam mo, gegera talaga siya. And with the fact na meron siyang execute, gusto niyang normal.
Oo,
Oy!
Kenji, uy! Pero sa baba,
Baka isa na naman siya dito.
Kasa may turn na yata mula dito sa Aether Atlas. They already took down the Harry.
Sakit!
Susunod pa yata dito. Pero may dragon na kinamit. Patay na rin si Jay. It took a while, but still, nakakuha yung dalawa ang arcade.
So medyo nakabawi ang
Aether
Aether Atlas dito, Kuya
Correct.
Wolf. So kahit papano, 2K lang ang kalamangan dito ng side ng Archangel. At yun nga, sinabi mo kanina, yung carry natin dito, siguro in the early stages of the game, si Kenji, mahihirapan siya ng onti dito. Tamus is Tamus, pare. Especially with the spellbomb. Pag nalapitan, kagaya
Nako,
niyan!
yun lang.
Sobrang
Umasim.
lalim lang, pero buti kamo napatay niya.
Oh, naiwan niya yung yoyo.
Oo, naiwan niya yung yoyo.
Naiwan niya doon and syempre nag-deal pa rin ng damage. Meron pa rin namang mga spill damage coming out
Yeah.
from the other sources ng isang Tamus.
Tsaka halos parehas kasi sila dito ng skills. Pero sige, bago natin pag-usapan yan, ito na yung Wave the Dragon na tatamaan si Jeff Cutie Forever. Here comes the Zaman Force, tatamaan si Kuya Ognimod, makapag-dash out siya. Tumama pa din yung Synchro Vision. Pero nasan dito na si Kuya Lebron. Pero the knock-up is real coming out from the Venomous Fury. Killing free ang ating show. Napatay pa ang ating hari dito. Habang si Lasty na lamang iwan. Lebron, makakuha pa siya dito ng Phantom Stop. Double kill. Pero eto, papasok si Kenji. Spinning Light Wheel. Inatake niya si Tamus dito. Flicker out ngayon si Kuya Ognimod. At mukhang mamatay ang Lolita sa bandang dulo. Lebron pa makakuha ng last hit. After mawala dito sa side ng Archangel. Habang si Kiluwash na lang ang matitira. Nagdamay na siya ng shine.
Hindi umabot dito. And of course, onto the middle. Makakuha ng push dito ang Aether Atlas. Further increasing the lead. After that, 7-4 na kills natin. Tapos may 1,000 lamang ang Aether Atlas. Wanna go for the turtle this time. Pero mababa yata yung HP ng ilan nila members. At uwi muna sila dito. Super important to take note na yung execution dito ng Aether Atlas dun sa paisa-isa nila. Papitas-pitas technique.
Oo.
And nakakalamang siya. Kasi tingin with Archangel, lakas no kanilang group up yung 5v5 nila na laban.
Yung 5v5 jutsu.
Dami kayo jutsu.
Kaso-
Pero Aether Atlas, sinabuse nila yung fact na pagpitas-pitas, pag-peel.
Pag nahiwalay.
Kaya nila eh.
Kapag nahiwalay, no, kayang-kaya. And of course, masakit talaga yung burst ng isang Leomord. At kahit yung carry bandang mid-game, may laban na yan eh. Pero tignan natin, kasi yung kailangan ng Archangel dito, talagang sunod-sunod na jutsu eh.
Yeah. See, for both teams naman, ang isang malaking emphasis nila sa mga tore, pero si Rio, uy, ito, tatalon pa
Energy
po
wave.
sa kanan.
Op,
Uy,
eto final migration. Sino ba ang tunay dyan? Makakapag-dash out na ba siya ng isa? Nanaka
Isa
pa
lang.
siya.
Uy!
Op!
Uy!
Hindi tumama yung Phantom Stop.
Oy!
Oy!
Dodger!
Dodger! Psycho Ball! Okay.
Malupit
si
si
Kuya Rio. Pero gamit niya si Athena dito. Nakapatay pa ngayon. Actually,
Naku,
na-Torres
wait
sa
lang.
taas. Pero mukhang apat sila dito. Masyado silang lumalim. And now, Aether Atlas nakakuha pa ng kill, Kuya Wolf.
Sayang yung lahat ng pinaghirapan ni Kuya Rio na sayang lang kasi medyo na nanggigil.
Nanggigil lang
Pero
siya.
nakikita mo kung gaano kalupit talaga at gaano kahirap patay ng isang Gwen. Ang daming damage absorption, ang daming heal ng regeneration, I mean, ang daming way para makatakas sa laban. Nakita nyo kasi may talon kasi.
Ang dami niyang talon eh.
Ang kulit ni
Ang kulit
Madam
kasi
Gwen
ni
eh.
Guinevere eh. Dalawa kasi, after niyan tumalon, pwede pa siya mag-dash out. Tapos nag-iiwan pa siya ng ng illusion.
Sabi niya, hindi ako yan, pero ako
Snami, pero
Snami.
Snami. Kumbaga, malilito ka eh. Kasi kapag nakaiwan ka rin ng illusion, yung kapag mo normal ka, may time na pwedeng yung illusion yung manormal mo. So
tama.
sayang yung hit mo, Kuya Wolf.
Nakalin lang din talaga. Tsaka, yung fact na nakatalon siya ng sobrang layo kasi, yun din talaga na napakagandang mechanic in terms of Gwen. Kasi, una sa lahat, mahirap na siyang patayin, di ba? Tapos, pangalawa, ang hirap niyang habulin. Pangatlo, ang taas ng damage output niya.
Oo, men.
Dahil sa kanya, dahil naturally sa mage, di ba, mage fighter type of
Type siya,
hero.
oo. Tignan natin dito. Medyo makunat-kunat pa siya. Taas ng kanyang ng HP niya dito, Kuya Wolf. Around 4,900.
Dalupit mo naman.
Ayos ba yun? Namat na natin yan eh. Pero makakuha nila ang turtle dito. So medyo maganda ang bigay sa Aether Atlas. Nilabas ang kabayo dito, ladies and gentlemen. Nakakuha pa si Kuya Harit ng isang tore. So that's probably an even trade for both of the teams. Pero mukhang magkakat. Magkakat ang Aether Atlas dito kay Wolf.
Buti na lang dito si Lasty para pugawin member sa Aether Atlas. Nasta nila dito si Creepso. Pero gusto yata mag-initiate. Hindi na. May tore na ang Archangel.
Nope.
Kaya ang Aether Atlas will not pursue.
Oh!
Oy,
Violet
no.
Queen!
Ang lupit.
Ang lupit naman ng Psycho Ball! Tapos meron pang Zaman Force. Si Chango ay mapapalayo na lang. Mag-out na lang dito ang side ng Aether Atlas. Tatlo silang nagmamamba out. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, as we can see, Kuya Kenji on the carry. Just pushing up the waves para kahit paano makontrol nila, Kuya Wolf.
Ang ganda ng pitas ng Archangel. Medyo overkill na gagamitin pala yung Zaman das Numinon Blast. Pero okay lang, core naman yung nakuha nila. That's a kill onto Lebron.
Oo.
Really much.
Guinevere, knock up and ulti. Kumbaga, kunyari, si Jay makahuli ng ng setup. Kasi ito ang mangyayari, si Jeff Cutie Forever, Pasans, Zaman Force, naka-setup na kagad si Rio ng si Jay kagad doon ng kanyang Numinum Blast.
Kumbaga, kinasana yung Numinum Blast, tapos tsaka lang gagamitin yung Zaman Force para sakto.
Saktong kasa. Kasadong nangyari.
Tama ka.
Pero sabi dito ng Aether Atlas, lamang naman kasi sila ngayon dito sa pagdikta ng laban.
Nandito sa gitna si Kari pero hindi yata prepared ng Archangel to jump kasi may torre din naman mula sa Aether Atlas na nandun.
Nagsiset up. Ogni-mod. To Ogni-mod.
Grabe itong itong balita ko itong skin na to.
10k daw yan 6k, 10k. Oh, Kuya Wolf, here comes the endless battle na nagmumula sa Kari. Ito yung sinasabi natin.
Makate.
Pang-counter sa isang Tamos.
Unti-unti nang kumakate dito. Mga tropa natin mula sa Aether Atlas. Pero syempre, tama, relax na.
It will actually give him health din, Kuya Wolf. So, tignan natin dito. Mahuli ata si Kripzu. Both of the teams setting up. Pero look at Aether Atlas, pare. Splitting the map. Dalawang pwede nilang split pushers dito. At napilitan ng Archangel kumuha ng depensa. Pero si Ogni mo ata makakuha dito. Napakasakit naman ang carry natin. He will pop that ultimate. Pero si Lasty dito mapapasprint out. Oy! Buhay pa.
Nagdabog sa germs pero ito rin Zaman Force na ginamit. Although Aether Atlas still wanna go in. No minute blast.
Rio!
Dito.
Psycho Ball! Grabe naman yun,
doon.
boy! Na-Psycho Ball sila. Tapos may Violet Queen. That ultimate na naman. Mahuli pa ata si Kripzu. Tamos ay makakuha ng last hit. Kinagat. 8-8. At ngayon, Archangel, mukhang pupunta sila sa Lord pero mukhang huliin pa nila si Kuya Lebron. Naabot ba dito Spider Migration? Mukhang hindi na. Zaman Force para sa Lord natin. Instant Lord. Mula sa Archangel, pare.
Tapos si Rio ng tamang lang, box out lang dito. Naghanap kung may mag-initiate. But Aether Atlas, too late the party. Archangel will punish Aether Atlas. Ano ba yung nangyari daw kay Majid? Kasi I think na yung carry nila, si Kenji, makakuha na sana kill.
Si Lasty.
Hindi tumama yung Minuan Fury.
Tsaka pare si Lasty nagpabilis.
Lasty Mac.
Nag-Lasty Mac, nagpabilis. Yung carry, wala siyang sprint, wala siyang, meron siya purify.
Oo.
So, napilitan na talaga siya mag-stay doon, hindi niya mahabol.
Sayang. It's really excited to see si KG na mag-participate na sa fight. Kasi may endless battle na nga naman talaga siya. And having the endless battle allows you to deal so much damage habang naka-ulti ka bilang carry. And talagang nakakagigil yun pag makikita mo low health na hahabulin mo talaga. Unfortunately, sobrang aga pa para mag-asim ang Aether Atlas. And the fact na hindi tumama nga naman yung initiation, yung Minoan Fury, sobrang nalugi na doon yung Archangel.
Tsaka kailangan nila mag-ingat dito dahil nga si Kuya Rio, ang gaganda ng mga pasok ng kayang SM.
Oo.
SM. Spital Migration. Oo, ganda ng mga pasok ng mga SM. And coming out from nowhere, napakahaba ng long range. And look at this, meron na siyang dito, glaive.
Mahaba yung long range.
Mahaba yung long range.
Tama ka naman.
Mahaba na long range pa.
Mahaba yung long range.
Di ba?
Wala naman sa mali.
Totoo.
Tama dyan.
Nako, delikado sila dito. Kumakapit sila sa kanilang torre. Archangel, sabi nila dito, it's time. Let's pressure all the lane. Si Kari, si Kenji ay nasa baba. Nandito si Kuya Ogni-Mod. Ini-slow siya dito ng side. Tamang energy wave lang. Si paring Rio dito. The energy ball, Kuya Wolf. Oh.
Energy ball. Samantala, for Kari, already with a Thunder Belt. Oh, Ogni-Mod.
Sinipa, Black Magic. Huli dito. Ang kunat ni Guinevere. Pero patay si Kuya Rio dito. Pero doon sa batang gilid, Jeff Cutie Ever. Ginawa si Kuya Ogni-Mod. 5-man, Minoan Fury will connect. Kapag si Kenji dito, tamang free hit lang. Makakuha pa siya ng kill sa ating Harit ngayon. At matitira naman ngayon si Kuya Tamos. Tatlo ang mawawala dito sa Archangel. Phantom step in si Kuya Kenji. Nice positioning mula sa Aether Atlas.
Bawing-bawi ang Aether Atlas. Sabi nila dito kanina, hindi tumama yung ating Minoan Fury this time. Papatabakin ko sa lahat. 4 yung tinamaan doon, Kuya Majid.
Oo.
Pero kasi patay na yung isa noong time na yun. So talagang sulit. So, nice catch mula kay mula sa Cho.
So pwedeng 5 na. Bonus na lang yung isa.
Correct.
Ganun yung nangyari.
Si
Phantom
Lasty.
step si Kuya Kenji. Siya ang titignan natin dito. Hurricane Dodger si paring Lasty. Sabi dito ni Kuya Kenji, crips na lang ako. Pero joke lang. May nagkasipaan na naman. Way of the Dragon. Mahuli pa ngayon si Lolita. Free hit ang carry ngayon, Kuya Wolf. Habang si Rio, papasok ba? Mukhang hindi na. Archangel pa ang domain depensa.
Wow, that was really nicely played mula sa Aether Atlas. Nakakuha sila ng tier 2 push, that's a lot of kills in the end. Unfortunately, maganda yung depensa ng Archangel. Have to commend yung dalawang tanke nila committing their ultimates just to defend. Ang nakita ko na ginawa dito is kinomit nila yung Hurricane Dance ni Akai para hindi makakuha para hindi maka-atake yung mga members sa Aether Atlas. And then while that's happening, clear out yung waves nung Lolita. So nice defense mula sa Archangel, but even better yung team fight ng Aether Atlas. Sobrang lupit na kanilang pinakita.
Tsaka ang ganda rin ng pang-psycho dito ni Ognimod. Naliligaw ngayon yung Archangel kung i-go ba nila si Ognimod o pupuntahan ba nila si Kenji sa bandang likod, Kuya Wolf.
And for Aether Atlas, nakabawi sila dito in terms of the gold, Kuya Manji. Pero hindi ganun pa rin yung kataas. I think that this still is an
1K.
even game. Even game pa rin.
400 lang pala ang kalamahan ng Aether Atlas dito. Sa tingin ko, ang main plan ng Archangel, si Kuya Rio, kailangan niya mag-step up para mahuli yung carry. Kasi yung burst damage, yun nanggagaling sa carry lang. Kasi si Lebron, kayang-kaya nila iwasan as of now. And siguro, Kripsu, yung nagiging X-Factor ngayon sa Aether Atlas, dahil yung mga setup na ng Minuan Fury, laging on point.
Tama ka dyan. So, ito na. Ano na ito eh. Dito tayo sa point, Kuya Manjin, na yung mas magaling mag-setup, sila na yung nananalo.
Totoo yan.
Pagkatana na setup to, Kuya Manjin.
Kasi lahat, kumbaga kahit masipag ka, kahit marami kang plano, pero hindi ka marunong mag-setup, wala kang magagawa.
Tama ka dyan.
Dahil sulat yan.
Pag may setup, maabot ang pangarap.
Tama. It rhymes.
It rhymes.
And looking at the items, ladies and gentlemen, makunat ang ating Minotaur dito. At yung shield na immortality, Matic.
Napakalupit.
Makunat talaga yan.
On point analysis.
On point yan, on point. Pero eto na, sinasabi natin, makunat talaga ang Minotaur.
Pero wala na silang ano dito. Trancho, nagamit, pati yung kayo.
Ay,
Pati
wala.
na rin yung Numen Blast. Summon first na rin. Lahat binapunta nila sa Minotaur. Kaso makunat yan.
Si Mino makunat, pero pare, sinasayko lang nila. Ito ang tawag na psycho technique. Psycho ball pare. Naku, si Kari, 1v1 with the great one sa top lane natin dito. Si paring Tamus, nagpabak na, pero sabi nila dito na lang si Ognimod, dumadash in. Eto, hindi tumama yung SM. Pero sabi dito ni Kuya Rio, normal links. Pero mamatay ata si Kripsu dito. Ang grabe yung Minotaur. Ang kuna.
Pinilit pa rin. Ito na yan, the punish lasting with the ultimate. Pero si Ognimod, nagkata naman si Sipa. Nasipa niya si Jeff Goody forever. Pero pinatay niya muna dito. Yung Joe, Numen Blast, kinasala for the second time. Now it hits onto 3.
Si Kripsu, kakasabi lang natin nung nilabas yung item eh.
On point.
Ang kunat ng Minotaur, kakasabi lang.
On point analysis ka talaga.
On point talaga yun, Trix.
Pero kidding aside, tama ka. Bakit mo nga naman si papatayin yung makunat? Hindi mo kaya yun.
Tandaan mo, ang baka, para lumambot, papakuluan mo muna, Kuya Wolf.
So, ano pa yun? Mga 3 hours pa yun.
Mga 3 hours pa yun.
Bago mo mapatay.
At ang nangyari kasi doon, ang plano ng Archangel, Kuya Wolf, ika-clash nila habang si Tamos
solo kill. Pero si Lebron, kunwari, di namin nakita ko Lebron.
Kunyari lang, Kuya Lebron. Pero si Kiluwash, real talk, sabi niya, gagawin ko yung CK8AD technique.
Oo.
Kaso sabi dito ng Aether at
Minotaur, di ba?
At dahil dyan,
pipiliin mo na yung Joe.
nabaliktad ang gera, Kuya Wolf. Kasi ang pwedeng normal lang sa Joe on that specific clash, si Kuya Kiluwash. Si Kuya Kiluwash, nasa top lane, nakikipag 1v1 kay Kuya Kenji.
Literal na 1v1 kay Manjin.
Oo.
Pero syempre, even pa rin ang ating laban. Wala pa rin napapatumbang mga
Tabla.
inhibitor.
Mainit. Guys, para
Rest
sa ating audience sa chat, mainit po ang laban. Share nyo na.
Oo nga, baka share pa ng iba yan.
Kasing init ng summer yan. Oo, baka share pa ng iba yan.
Mukhang may crash yata dito.
On point talaga.
On point na
On point. Magta-twilight armor ata to si Kuya Kripsu o hindi ba? Ay, hindi. Nasa siya, magic. Magic cloak.
Well, okay lang din kasi hindi naman yata pa kailangan. Wala namang heavy hitters.
Walang, siguro walang eh.
Pwede mo yung dodge pero ito nakahabang. Si Madam Gwen.
Si Gwen
Sabi ni
Ibir.
Genji, alam ko na yan.
Panood ko na yan.
Di nyo ako maaabangan.
Panood ko na yan sa Facebook Live.
Oo.
Sabi niya, bahala kayo dyan. Immortality na ako. I can do my phantom step.
Isa sa mga benchmarks ng magaling na carry, Kuya Manjin, yung tamang pwestuhan na spinning knight.
Ay,
para
totoo.
tamaan lahat ng
Na super
minions.
slow. Naku, si Kiluwash dito. Hunter x Hunter. Si Black Magic. Grabe yung Black Magic. Eto na, papaulan. Fidget spinner technique.
Counter Inferno, ginamit dito. May ages na rin para hindi mamatay. May immortality pa rin. Boy, na pa rin si Kiluwash dito.
Dami shield.
Itakbo mo lang, Kuya. Kaso ng Minoy Fury. Kaso walang follow-up dito mula doon sa Aether Atlas. Medyo wasted mula sa Aether Atlas, I mean.
Pero, Trix, look at the damage of Genji. Para kay Tamos.
Kumakate.
Kailangan nakamutin.
For Archangel naman, they can keep doing this. Parang hintayin lang nila mag-waste na mga ultimates yung Aether Atlas. Like for example, di ba, nagamit na yung Minoan Field, tapos tsaka sila lalaban.
Oo.
Pero mukhang hindi pa ready din yung Archangel. Kasi
Di pa
naman,
sila. Oo.
sa gantong bakbakan na late game na hindi mo na kaya makipag
Gera.
sa isang carry. Kumaga, it's carry time na.
Kumbaga siya na natugure ang Carryman.
Carryman.
27 pesos, mga kaibigan. Napakasarap. The reference lang. The reference. Pero pare ko kailangan dito mag-step up tingin ko ni Kuya Rio. Siya lang ang makakahuli kay Carryman dito.
Oo, tama. Kailangan niyang mahuli.
Ng kanyang psycho ball.
Gamit ang kanyang mga pagtatalon.
Ang mga bola-bola.
And speaking of this Gwen, he's actually manning itong top lane, which is interesting kasi mukhang hindi naghahanap ng ganap itong Archangel. Or in fact, kailangan nila maghanap ng ganap.
Tingin ko ang hinahanap nilang ganap ay yung ganap dito sa bandang bottom lane, which is ang Lord. Sabi ni Lord, teka, ako na ba next target? Magre-ready lang ako Mukhang siya na nga, Kuya Wolf. Binabantayan na siya ng mga predator.
Tama. Ano niya?
Alam niya na.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming. Is my destiny. Naku, chinani na siya ni Kari. Chinani. Pinitik. Si Kuya Panda. Hindi si Panda yan.
Hindi si Panda yan.
Si Lasty yan. Si Lasty. Last season yun.
Uy,
naku na.
Ginamit na yung bulwark kay Majin.
Sinipa si Kuya Lasty. Kakasabi lang natin. Makunat.
Nagkakakunatan na dito kay Majin.
Ay, naku, pare. Eto na naman ang decoy technique. Look at the top lane. Si Kuya Kiluwas na naman.
Nagkaulihan.
Ako na itong baka talaga.
Pero
Yung baka ulit. Yung baka ulit yung main target. Nilabas ang kabayo. Ano ba? Animal Farm. Let's go. Oo. Mamba out!
May baka, may panda, meron na rin kabayo. Si Crimson nga na naipit. Mukhang this time kaya na yata nila mapatay. Hindi pa rin.
Hindi pa 3 hours. Kuya Wolf, makunat pa rin ang baka. Habang si Kenji dito with the spinning light wheel, huliin nata si Kagura sa bandang likod. Pero Jeff Cutie forever. Jay! Kuya Jay! Oy, mega kill si Kari.
Ang ganda sana nung minute, kaso wala na follow-up. Eto na naman, tuman, nakapula kayo.
Ang kunat na naman ng baka!
Bakit nyo kasi ginagawa yung Minotaur?
Baka mabuhay, ladies and gentlemen!
Bakit kasi yung Minotaur kaya Majin?
Oh my G! Kung may natutunan ako ngayong araw, makunat ang baka, Kuya Wolf.
Makunat ang baka, kailangan pakuluan kaya
Kailangan
Majin.
pakuluan.
Hindi madaling kainin.
Pero
bakit talaga
Nangyari, Kuya Wolf. Wala silang extra damage para dun sa baka. Malayo si Kiluwas
Lagi nyo tatandaan, hindi sure yung Minotaur, kaya huwag nyo i-go. Pero ito, yung Mord. Nakuha ni Lolita!
Nakuha ni Lolita! Grabe naman yun si Kuya Jay! In the top lane! Si Kuya Kiluwas! Makunat pala ang baka, pero hindi baka ang kalaban! Sabi dito ni Kiluwas, napanood ko na to.
Malupit!
MPL qualifiers!
Hindi ko alam anong training meron sa Archangel pero mukhang ang laging playbook nila dito, nasa playbook top of the play. Segway technique! Hindi hero ang kalaban. Hindi baka ang kalaban. Ang tunay na kalaban ay ang Torre. Ang base.
Si Joel Torre. Grabe itong laban na to.
Iba.
Tingnan mo yung pare. Yung stats, parang Philippine flag. Kulang na lang white at saka dilaw.
Oo nga. Hindi, may white pero walang dilaw. Feeling ko sinabi na rin ni Kuya Shinbei kanina pero okay na.
Sinabi na rin. Connection.
Ang lupit. Game na to. Strategy wins games pa rin, Kuya Manjin. Pero sana lang talaga wag nyo i-go yung tanke. Wag nyo na i-go yung Minotaur.
Tanda mo, Kuya Wolf, wala pang 3 hours. Sulat natin yan.
Wala pang 3 hours. 22 minutes.
22 minutes pa lang, so matagal pa.
Magulat pa.
Walang baka.
Athena Shield, Immortality, tapos syempre innate tankiness ng isang Minotaur. Talaga mahirap patumbahin. And like you mentioned, wala pang enough na magic or physical penetration ang Archangel para mapatumba yun.
Tsaka eto, Kuya Wolf, ang ginagawa ng Archangel dito, hinihiwalay nila si Kenji. So,
hanapin nila.
Si Kuya Kenji, napipilitan lumapit. So, kumbaga, na-isolate siya. Eto, sino to? Sikap! Naku, natuto na sila sa kanilang pagkakamali. Inuuna nila ang payong. Malambot ang payong, Kuya Wolf. Pero pumasok dito si Kuya Lebron. Luminum Blast, tinamaan yung 4. Nandito na rin si Kiluwas. Hunter x Hunter. Medyo magulo yung crush natin. Kenji, free hit dun sa bandang gitna. Pero tignan natin si Jeff Cutie forever. Lumasama po isang sa bandang gilid. Pero si Kuya Cream, sumakuna pa rin. Pero ayaw na namin yan. Natuto na kami. Huli pa si Kuya Kenji. One more hit. nawala ang ating carry at Archangel. Mukhang sabi nila, natuto na kami. Yung baka, paala na yung baka na yan. Wala pang 3 oras. Archangel, lipad para sa ating game number 1. Sila ata, pero hindi. Bakuna talaga ang baka, Kuya Wolf.
Wala talaga! Hindi talaga mapatay!
Patay na yung Tore, pero buhay pa rin ang baka.
At tuwa-tuwa ang mga membro ng Archangel as they go for quick comeback. Akala natin panalo na yung Aether Atlas, pero dahil sa nakaw sa Lord, the nakaw of his life, si Madam Lolit.
Si Madam Lolit, the nakaw,
Kung sino man yung
the heist of the century.
si Kuya Jay. Tapos sabi ni